They don't want no smoke.
What's going on, family?
Hey,
What it
we
do?
live.
What it do?
We live, man.
Man, I'm mad your ass so far away. It'll take my magazine 4 years to get to Florida from Seattle.
It did. It still ain't there.
It ain't here yet, man. I ordered two. You know, I ordered two. It ain't here yet. But last time it took a long time.
That's crazy. That's
That's
Yeah,
why I ordered my shit on the day of, bro. On the day of, we did the shit. Remember, I said, "What y'all got going on?" And then I dropped the. You never knew. You know what I'm saying? For two of them
yeah.
bitches, I dropped the
You,
60. I
you
don't
was
know,
in the
man. They should
first
be
batch.
tripping on me, dog. First
You was in
batch,
the
bro.
first batch. You should have been there.
Salute Blood Thirst, Dickie Foster. Hey man, you gotta get me monetized too on the Buck City Reloaded.
Oh yeah, I gotta go to
I
YouTube.
need a ranch. I need to get a ranch. But yeah, though, man, like I can't wait to get my shit, dog. But it's coming. I'm a patient person, man.
That
My,
shit
my
better be
grandmama
there.
say never be in a grandmama say never be in a rush for nothing. You rush yourself in the grave.
Good game. Good game. J83.
Yeah.
What is the Dilly, my guys?
Blood Thirst,
What
J83,
is the Dilly, my
Dickie
guy?
Foster, Melee. Going on, man.
What is
hey,
the
that volume two, big dog. That volume two, hard, good, hard.
got it? You got it?
I got mine. I got the Maybach
Who
of
that
Dog
is?
magazine.
Oh, he got the Maybach.
The
Who
Oh,
that is
Maybach.
talking? Who that
Yeah,
is?
this bank. I seen
Oh,
your interview in there, lot boy.
man, be quiet, bank. I'm supposed to be surprised for myself.
oh,
So
oh,
Buck ain't want to tell me, but I know it's in there.
it's going
Turbo
down.
looking good, bank.
My fault, brother. I ain't gonna say nothing else, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I don't know what to
going
say. You know what
You
down.
I'm
don't start it now. He looking good in that bank. I know he looking good. I know Buck did the
saying? Hey,
thing.
fucking magazine is hard, bro.
Damn,
Oh,
but I can't wait to get in my shit, man. I'm like a kid for Christmas. You know us. You know we ain't got no. You know we don't get shit for Father's Day except for the hungry man dinner. At least I can order myself the magazine and I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then
I got the goosebumps from the magazine, bro. The front cover, the Maybach, of the dog magazine. Come on, man. That shit hard than a motherfucker.
Speak
oh
on it. Speak on it,
man.
man. You got it. Speak on it.
Oh
Sell it
man.
some more,
Hey,
goddamn it.
look,
Talk
all I'm
to
gonna
us.
say is don't miss out. You feel me? Like shit. Hey, look, that shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it feel like to be in the King magazines or the Jet magazines and shit, but I know what it feel like to pick up that APBT magazine. That motherfucker hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what stood out the most? What stood out
Bro,
the most?
what you talking about? Like what story in there or article or something?
Or yeah, just anything. Just like you
Whatever,
flip
yeah,
to this page
whatever
and you
felt
like,
good to you.
damn.
Yeah, whatever was the best thing for you, man.
All right. Well, for one, the Maybach of Dog magazines, when you pull it out, the package it come in, the cover just, you know what I'm saying? When you see
And,
that
and it's
shit is
just the
hard.
Maybach.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's like the perfect wording for it, right? Like when you see it and you pull it out, it got this beautiful gloss to it, and then you see that volume 2 at the bottom, instantly you're gonna get a smile when you read that. You know what I'm saying? You should, if you ain't a hater, like hard, you know what I'm saying? But shit, like I like that little hookworm one, little
okay.
hookworms, you know what I'm saying?
If you love the breed, you're gonna relate. You feel me? It's beyond the
Yeah.
man. If you love the dogs, you're gonna love the man. Just like you did with the person.
Yeah, man. So is it what would you compare it like to the last one? Because you're the first person we heard this from, you know. What would
Oh,
you
okay.
compare it to? Like, what was the, you know what I'm saying? Talk to us.
Okay, yeah, like all right, on the first one, it was like, you know what I'm saying, you was just coming out the gate with it, but this one it seemed like, honestly, like you knew more on how you wanted it to look. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your shit in there structured up. You got everything you talking about. You got the interviews. You got the talking points. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's pretty hard. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? You got to get your reading game up. I'm going to tell you that, because I was trying to read a couple of these, and then I had to stop because I had forgot what I was reading. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really, you know, this is for the readers. This is like a golf digest of the pit bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey,
So
this
it's
is a
So,
whole lot of knowledge,
more on
man.
the reader
Whole lot of
side.
knowledge.
yeah, you got to be getting ready to read. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool because it give you a, you know what I mean? It give you like some shit to sit down and do. Like you said, like on Father's Day, this would be perfect. I don't know how many people getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a blunt, leave me the fuck alone, give me some time and let me sit down and read my shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is hard. You know, I don't really want to give too much away, you know, but it got a lot of information in it, you know, from different shit to all about the dog, man. It's going all about the dog. You know, it's gonna tell you how to clean your dog all the way down to maintain your dog. You know what I'm saying? Got some good interviews in here telling you about the
Man.
shows and shit. Man, this is hard.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey man, that's what I love to hear, man. You know, I love being a part of it. Like I told y'all a little while ago, man, I saw Buck behind the scenes, like the work he put in, and that's just with me. You know what I'm saying? The magazine thick as hell. So just imagine all the other motherfuckers he got to deal with on their time schedule, what they got going on. Like you got to get a man his props, bro. You know what I'm saying? His team, Mike, cracking is cracking. I can't wait to get mine, man. Straight up.
Oh yeah. No,
I'm mad
you
it ain't
killed
there.
this one, bro.
I'm mad
You
George
killed it.
ain't there.
Oh, it's
Everybody
coming.
that helped you out in there, like, you know, get sent in their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, from the graphics to the colors, this whole thing catch your eye. Just like the last one though, you know, the backgrounds are the backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. You gotta
Right,
really
right.
no,
Listen,
this shit
all the way
hard, man.
from the cover to the back. When he first showed us them two pictures, and he used both of them, like you know what I'm saying, like both of them two pictures alone is just hard as hell. Before you even open the book, you look at the front and the back.
What's up,
You
fellas?
know
How
what
y'all
I'm
doing?
saying?
Paul Harris, my
What's
guy.
going
What up?
on, brother?
What's going on,
Salute, Paul.
brother?
What up, man?
All right, all right. Shit, I ain't got mine yet. I'm waiting, but shit, I'm hearing it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, see, they be playing, man. They
Yeah,
playing,
I'm
and they
waiting, but
playing with Lot Boy. Cause you ordered yours on the first shipment.
I
damn.
ordered mine on the first shipment, man. First order, man. I don't know what the fuck Martin County,
Well shit,
Florida
you
got
know,
going on with the
you all
postal
the way across
service,
the
man.
country though, lot boy. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
they
You
That's
all the
why I
way
reading
say, man. That's why I say, Buck at the top of the top, and I'm at the bottom of the damn bottom.
man, they
yeah,
reading that
it
motherfucker
just crossed through the
themselves.
middle
They
because you
they
know I
they
got
checking
mine.
it out at
So
the post office themselves. They reading it at the post office. Say, damn,
They
this
probably is,
motherfucker
man. Motherfucker probably don't stole my shit. That shit's so good, man.
you
Man,
know, you gotta think it just crossed the middle of the country because I'm in Oklahoma, so I'm in the middle. So it got me today. So yours should be there. Well, it probably ain't gonna run on a Sunday, so yours will probably be there
Nah, it'll
Monday.
be that
Lot.
Monday and Tuesday, man. I'm off
Yeah.
Monday and Tuesday, hey, man. I get my shit one of them days. I'm saying, hey, today my Father's Day. Everybody leave me the fuck alone, man.
Hey, I'm telling you, from when you pull that motherfucker out the package and read that Maybach a Dog magazine, that motherfucker hard.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man,
Hey, man, taking over. I told
I,
everybody, man, it's only a matter of time.
Man, ain't
Quick
nobody
news will
else,
get
man.
ran
Ain't
over,
nobody
man.
else doing it, man. Ain't nobody else doing it like, you know what I'm saying, like the team, like Buck doing it, man. I mean, he really brought it back. I mean, because I ain't seen nothing like this since, like since the Gazettes and Sporting Game Dog Times and all this shit was out. Ain't nobody thought of bringing the magazine back out. Motherfuckers talk, but Buck did the shit. You know what I'm saying? I got
Buck
to
killed
salute
it.
the big dog. For real.
Hey, the
You know?
book, hey, the Gazette. I like the Gazette, but they don't got that gloss hardback cover,
It ain't
man.
slick, man. That shit
You
ain't
know
got that
what I'm
candy
saying?
paint. It ain't got that
I
candy
like the
paint, man.
Gazette now. I like them. I do a lot of things that they do. I looked at theirs a lot. There's just a lot of. I look at the participation that they got is just unmatched. So they just got a variety, which we're gonna grow to. right? They're probably on issue number 190 or something, you know, like we just on issue 2. You feel me? So we're gonna get there. It's just and we're coming out the gate hard. You know, we pulling it up in luxury whips on this one. You know what I'm saying? So just out the gate, the illustrations, everything, you know, I want this to be able to compete with anything, you know. That's the goal. So
Oh yeah,
I hope you
it
guys
can
like the
too.
designs, the illustrations, different things that we all came together, made it happen, man. I think it's dope.
Hey man, I can't wait to get in and put my feedback, man. I already know I'm gonna love it, man. I love the boy Turbo in there looking strong. All the other dogs and studs and stories. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all tree huggers and haters. Make sure y'all buy the magazine too, man. We need y'all to buy it too. You know, it might help y'all out too.
Oh,
Oh
it
yeah.
definitely got a lot of information in there for the average dog person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you just may not have known some shit about them. You know what I'm saying? How to wash them up, how to get rid of the hookworms and shit.
Yeah, man.
Meathead, Big Soft. I see you, brother. Long Wolf, I see you.
I see
Salute.
all y'all. Salute to all y'all, man. All the brothers in the family. You know what I'm saying? A part of Team Mike, man. I can't name everybody, but salute.
Hey,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
hey, Buck, hey, good looking on Sexy Red getting a cameo in there. You know what I'm saying? That bitch a famous dog. She in the
Hey
APBT
man,
magazine, bro.
since red in both magazines. I don't like
Sexy
that shit.
Red
Get your shit
famous,
together,
dog.
Turbo. Get your shit together, Turbo.
Hey, Sexy Red, the rapper need to holler, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Hey, that'll be
Hey,
a
We
go
need,
ahead and
ball.
make it happen, man. Go ahead
Hey,
and do the
that'll be a
campaign.
ball.
Sexy red and sexy red, boy.
Man,
Yes,
that'll
yeah,
be
sir.
I'm finna DM her. I'm finna DM her and shoot her the magazine and tell her, bitch, you better get a magazine.
man, that's what we need. We need to start hollering at some rappers and get some rappers behind these game dogs, man. Instead
It's
of
just that, man. We just put publicity, period. You know, all publicity is good publicity, man. We putting it out there. You feel me? We gonna put it
420,
out there, man.
all that, man, all
And
that.
we put the dogs in a good light. We ain't showing no bullshit. We showing all positive shit. Always to make your yard healthy, to make you a better dog person, to make you a better dog, man. Like it ain't no bullshit. Everything's on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Got studs in the magazine. You looking for something to bring to your yard. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is everything, man. So you get with the team, man. You know, Team Mike. I'm telling you, man, we finna run it up. We finna run it up. 2025 is the starting line, man. Well, we finna run it up, man. Finna run it up.
All the way up.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
better get
sir.
your issues, man. Get your issues of the Maybach of the dog magazine.
Hey, Buck, man, go ahead and drop some of them APBT magazine T-shirts on their ass, man. I'll buy a couple. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and drop some of that Maybach of the dog. Put it on the shirt. Drop a couple, and that's publicity.
Ooh
You want
wee.
to buy the magazine? You know, have it on my shirt. Motherfucker, where you get that at? Yeah, I got people everywhere. They're gonna be asking for because I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna display it everywhere I go, man.
Maybach.
It's all about
That's the
building the brand,
Maybach,
man.
man. The Maybach.
Yes, sir.
they mad.
Maybach. Yes, sir.
Hey, who knows? We might be in the Maybach. You know, we can let this shit grow. I reached out to my foreign connects. I reached out to my foreign connects to, and and I was, they just was open arms. Just, oh man, let me purchase, send a link. We had to figure out what link works and all of this. I had to mark it up a little bit because it's like shit, $12-15 just to send it over there, so their shit gonna be a lot more than what you guys get. But yeah, man, we hitting it off, man. And it's gonna spread over there. Once those magazines get on those coffee tables, they're able to order all of this good stuff.
Especially
Man,
when they still chasing the dream over there.
it's
When they
gonna be
still
good.
chasing the dream across the water, the magazine gonna sell like a wildfire, man. You know that. Them boys still chasing the dream. You know.
Man, my neighbors from DR, Dominican Republic. As soon as I get mine, I'm turning my neighbors on to them because they've been
Yeah.
they've been letting me know they got some bad dogs over there. So I'm finna turn my
All they
name.
got to do is scan the link on the back. Boom. There it is. I make it easy.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm
Make it
saying?
easy.
That's what it is.
Scan the link. You can't, it ain't no excuse. You know, scan
Make
the
it
link.
easy for you, man.
See the book. It's looking good. This is historical. Looking great.
No, it
You know,
is.
Volume 2, man.
Definitely
Volume 2. I'm
historical,
telling
bro.
you, I'm buying
it's
mine 2
looking
at a
great.
time, and I might end up getting some more. Because
There's
I
some
got one that I'm not going to touch. You know what I'm saying? I got one I'm not going to touch. I got one I'm going to look at that bitch every day. But I got one I'm not going to touch. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, no, for
Me and
real,
Big
man.
Man
That
Ape
shit.
was talking about some bulk. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause hey, ain't no distributors out there, you know.
Yes,
I'm
sir. Hey, put it in
single-handedly,
regions.
you
Put it
know,
in the regions. Shit, I'm in the
yeah,
southern region,
you know,
bank in the
like
Midwest. You know, shit, let's get it out here. I know right now you're a one man army. You know, a couple soldiers won't hurt. You know, to get it out there faster, the more timely, faster.
yeah,
You know,
man.
Hey, look, I would assume this is how motherfuckers felt like when they first, like, whoever Steve Jobs' friends was when the nigga was coming up. They was probably looking at him like, "Cuz is a genius." You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm pretty sure as they elevated and shit, they was like, "Yo, this motherfucker really smart, bro." Like, that's what I be thinking when I be seeing this magazine. Like, I be thinking, but I be like, "Damn, fool, how'd you create this shit? Like, this shit hard. Like, to sit down from page 1 to 50 or whatever it is in there,
60,
and
60,
60,
60,
1 to 60, and you sit there and
60.
create
God
that.
damn it.
That's hard.
60.
hey, but
Yeah.
they got some meat on the bone, don't it? They got some meat on the bone. I like with the meat on the bone, man.
Well, this the second issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some creative shit to sit down and like I'm a create a magazine, because you know you got to do the front and back cover and all the in betweens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everything. You gotta design every inch of this motherfucker.
that's hard, bro. That's hard. You did your thing on that. So you know what I'm saying? I just just off of looking at the magazine, I just want to tell you, bro, you did your thing, and you know what I'm saying? Keep killing them, and ain't no way you ain't gonna be volume 292 coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yeah, buddy. And I
100,
appreciate that, man.
100, man.
I appreciate
100,
that.
man.
You know?
Yeah, no, I don't know how to articulate it the best, but you know what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, you killed that shit, just straight up. That could be in the magazine. I remember going to Kmart as a kid, and they had like a little wall with the magazines on it. That motherfucker could be up there, man.
Hey, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Shit, that's the goal. Being in a motherfucking store near you the right way. Wing Moon, shout out, my brother.
Let's get
Hold
it.
on,
Let's
wait.
get it. Let's get it. Hey, order that mag. You
Now,
know,
you should at least have like 70, 80 copies when the motherfuckers that be in the chats, when you up on live, when you got 80 in the chat, you should at least have 70, 80 copies already getting ready to book out, because everybody over here should support you that come through and want to sit down and chop it up and listen and shit. It ain't nothing but $30. Order you a magazine.
hey, you gotta show it. But one thing about it, because some dudes sit back and cry. We just gonna work. You know, we just
Yeah,
gonna work hard and just keep kicking doors down, bro.
that's
You know,
right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Keep my
cause
nose at the
they gonna
dirt, man. We
support.
steady
They gonna
digging, man.
support. And what I notice is that we get more and more support each time. You know, it's
Yeah.
more and more support. It's opening up more doors. We're learning how to do more shit. You know, it's beginning to be a machine now. You know, it's turning into a little not the big machine, but you know, it's turning into a little machine. So shit, at the end of the day, man, it really don't matter who don't like it, because as long as we keep pushing it It's like the candy. There might be some candy that you used to eat when you was little. They probably fell off. You feel me? But the Skittles and the Butterfingers and the, them motherfuckers hung around for 100 years. You feel me? That's why
Still
they're
going.
where they're at. That's why the fuck they're
Still
where they're
going.
at. Nothing significant is quick. Nothing, you can't accomplish nothing that's significant, man, just overnight. It don't work like that. You got to put in the hard work. You got to see the ups and downs. There ain't no significant business to where they didn't have people in there that they didn't get along with and fall out, this and that, mending relationships, different shit. People gonna have to make sacrifices. That goes with every company. You feel me? So this is just ground level to get us a jump start on everything. Like whatever happens, whatever goes on in the dog economics, what I'm saying? We can partake in that, right here. You got my number direct. It ain't like the other shit. You gotta, damn, I wonder who I get a hold of. I wonder, and this and that. And are they gonna censor you? And are they gonna, can you really say what you want to say? Or is it gonna be some other shit? That part. But just to get the magazine in people's hands, I wanted it enough info in there to where you don't even have to be a dog man, or you don't have to own these dogs to want this magazine. You feel me? Like, I wanted it to be that dope. I'll be riding around in a Wraith with one of these in the passenger seat. If you just so happen to hop in, I might hand it to you. You feel me? That's what I want it to be on that type of level. That's why the design, every fucking page, from 1 inch to the other side, and now I see.
That's the type of work.
I swung at him the first time. I hit him, but I didn't hit him good. See, now this one, I went for the body. I softened up that gut a little bit on this one. And now this next one, I don't know. Maybe I might just come over the top with a, you know what I'm saying?
Overwrite, huh? Overwrite, huh? Get it right on the butt.
Yeah, the overwrite. I'm like the Jake Paul. I might just come at him with the Jake Paul right. Boom. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the sky's the limit, man. We got to just get these magazines in people's hands. It ain't just dog men, hater ass people in our community. We gotta look past that. I mean, I don't want to shit on nobody, because everybody's valuable in their own way, but there's a lot of haters in this community. You got to understand that when you try to do something, you could be like demotivated by some of that shit, but you got to look past that. You got to look past all those dudes that, they're stuck in their feminine ways. They'll be fine. They're just stuck in their feminine way. That's why, there's, we got like 300 million, 350, maybe 400 million Americans just in America. That's 300 some million people. That's a lot of fucking people, dog. And in the world, there's even more than that. We ain't never gonna stop printing that shit up, and they ain't never gonna stop printing money. So
that's two things for sure. Straight facts.
I understand business, man. And one thing I like to do, some people don't do this, but what I like to do, I really enjoy doing, I like putting everything back. Like when you make a profit, I like to actually put the shit back. I don't like to go spend that and go do this and go do that. I like to spend it on something that builds what I'm trying to do bigger. So if you look at that, that's something you just can't take your eye off, because you never know. That motherfucker might just leap up there and get real big on you overnight, you know, after putting in all that work. You know, you wake up and pretty soon, you know, you're getting, you know, people's purchasing that shit every 10 minutes and shit, you know. It could happen. Just got to get in the right people's hands, the right everything. So when you put your ad in there, you put your studs in there, you put, you know, whatever type of merch you got or whatever, you know. I'm looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like, okay, you getting up in there, people gonna be buying back issues and everything. We're gonna be growing this thing. We're putting every penny back. You know, it started from this right here. You know, a couple pinched nerves in my neck, and you know, the computer. You know, in a dope ass chat. That's how it started, but it evolved to other things. So I'm ready, man. Hold up. We got a super chat. We got a super chat. Diggy Foster, salute.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Man, salute to you, brother. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the donation. Man, I wish more of y'all had that mag in your hand, man. That's what I want to talk about. What up, Wayne?
I know, man. You know,
Meant
it's
to
gonna
hit
take
you up.
time. It's gonna come though.
Am I the only one that got the mag so far?
Damn. I know
Nah,
Bank
Bank
can't be
got
the
it.
only one.
Yeah, hey, what y'all need to know? What y'all need to know? Because, you know, my words ain't as articulate. So, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah,
Hey,
you know,
Win,
I give you
what's your favorite part? Win, you got it.
Bank got connects at the post office. That's how he got his, man.
Yeah, you know, you gotta know somebody to catch these
I
early.
think
You know what
Prophet,
I'm
I
saying?
think Prophet got it too, though.
For real? I thought he.
Prophet
I
got it.
called me and Prophet talk yesterday. That motherfucker ain't tell me he got it.
Yeah, he told me he was waiting on his
I
the other
think,
day.
if I'm not mistaken.
He might got it. He might got it. Let me get him up and let him know we live.
Prophet told me we're waiting on his, man.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? This that exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
The real made back of magazines.
Hey, man. You might be
I
onto
like I
something.
like that. I like that back cover too, Buck. That little, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what
Hey,
I mean? The little
that
message
was
on
the
the back.
choice. Oh, I'm about to say, okay, that was the choice though, them dogs. That was the choice. The front cover and the back cover. Both of them bitches hard.
Yeah. He put some little words on the back. Gave him a little paragraph.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Hey, man. Hey, let's get it. It's
That
here.
motherfucker hard.
You know, where them where the trolls? Let's get it going.
Hey,
And
hey, they ain't coming out. It's too good.
yeah,
You can't troll that good shit.
You got caught with
that's
their
right,
pants down this time, huh? Okay. You
And
can't say
that
that then.
inside cover hard too.
Oh, that inside cover. Oof.
Hey,
Shit.
we know it's
Oh, wait.
100 times. Hey,
It
we
let
know
you
it's
know where you
100
at.
times better
You
than
know?
the. Hey, we know it's 100 times better than the pit bull encyclopedia.
hey,
Ooh.
lot boy, you talking about what? What? Hey, Buck, you talking about what the haters and the trolls that they somewhere like that nigga on belly? I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Eating a
Oh, they
banana.
got banana. They at the grocery store buying bananas right now.
Yeah, that big head Rico nigga. Yeah, that's how
I,
they
I,
at. Huh?
I'm gonna
They
tell you
buying
my favorite
bananas
page
right
in the
now.
magazine. My favorite page in the magazine might be the third page.
Third page.
Third page, it give you the list of how much everything costs.
Ooh.
Spoiler alert.
Damn.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
alert.
That's the
better be
favorite
ready.
page right there, kid. That's the favorite
You better
page.
have
You
your
know.
bag out. You better have your
And,
bag out.
and look, and y'all know this motherfucker reaching everywhere because the homies put the United States, the Canada shipping, the Europe shipping, and other countries because it's already been shipped to them before, and he know the charging for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Getting out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Hey
now we
man,
trying.
hey, it's a
We trying.
wonderful
We trying to
thing.
get out there, man. We're trying to put paint where it ain't. Okay, that's what we doing, and just keep it
Yes, sir.
positive. On that note, the mag is gonna be dope. There's some shit in there. It's gonna be some controversy, some old controversy, new. It's gonna be some good stories. People doing their thing. The colors, and the everything, the layouts, and the everything is gonna be dope. I guarantee that because I just won't do something weak. I just won't. It's my thing. I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be a garden in the backyard. I don't give a fuck. That shit's gonna be nice. It's just my style. But man, what I'm saying, it's gonna be a hell of a brand of a magazine outside of the dogs. Yeah, we love the dogs. Yeah, we love this one breed. Yeah. And we're gonna be seeing other breeds doing this too. We pioneer a lot of this stuff, just like this dog talk. What we doing right now, we pioneered this to a lot of breeds. A lot of those breeds, they wasn't doing this.
Nope.
We've
Nope.
been doing this for over half a decade. We've
Over half
been
a decade.
doing
I'm about to say over half a decade.
Yeah. So we know what territory that we're in. We know that we're in the lead, and we're creating history. We're inventing the wheel. It's gonna be more magazines popping out. That's good, so that it can be more people purchasing dog magazines in the world, and then there'll be a demand for dog magazines in the world. You know, that's the goal.
That's the goal, man.
We get there. We there. And if anybody in the chat, if you about to hit up one of these dog shows, you got a little mouthpiece on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some magazines that way ASAP. Because we could do that. That's what companies do. So it's all about the network. We're using the whole grid. We're not doing anything
Listen,
illegal.
man. I want to use these magazines to help change some of these laws and shit, like to show these dogs in a positive light, to really show people, okay, well, this ain't so bad. Okay, well, that ain't so bad. Okay, maybe this is safe. Maybe this is the best way for them. Like, what I'm saying, we could use this shit for different areas and different platforms, man. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
You know,
This motherfucker hard, dog. Y'all. I know y'all mad. Y'all shit ain't came in yet.
I
I
mean,
don't know
hey,
why. They should
I've
be
been looking
there.
at the
They
mail.
should be there.
I've been looking at the mailbox like I'm waiting on the check,
That's
man.
crazy. That is crazy work.
Nigga been looking at the mailbox like the first and the 15th, man.
I'm thinking we got a whole line of them that dropped. You know,
Yeah, shit.
a
I
whole
know.
drum roll. I dropped some off today. You know what I'm saying? I've been dropping them off. I got receipts. I told you I'm gonna fill up my whole wall with. I put all my receipts on my board. They're all hanging down. It's just cool receipts. And some of them are longer than me. Like I'm walking up in there, spending a couple $100 on shipping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's a start, man, for some young bucks in the game. We knew in this industry, putting it together. They said we couldn't do this, the swamp and like shit. I ain't never seen a swamp do some computerized shit like this,
So as a motherfucker say we can't do it, that's
Yeah.
when we gonna do it even better.
We'll show
You
them.
know,
We'll show them because that's no
damn
excuse
right.
not to be successful. You the swamp or not, you still supposed to be successful. I don't give a fuck who you are, an immigrant, whatever. You still got to be successful, man. That's That's it. And nobody can determine that except for you, you know. So you gotta get it in. Beat
No
that in your
doubt.
head. You'll be all right.
Had to hit some of this good bud on this break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the swamp, but you know, can't do this shit. Those guys, they're not
First they say
educated.
we ain't got good
Mhm.
dogs. You know, they say we don't take care of dogs. We don't
Yeah,
got good dogs. You know, we don't know how to take care of 'em. We don't know how to condition them. You know, in
right.
past time. You know, but we just been proving it wrong ever since, over and over again, over and over again, man, over and over again.
It sure is a lot of information in this magazine on this one. That help you take care of that
Is it
motherfucker from.
overload? Is it an overload or
No, it's
There's no
crazy,
such
right? Like,
thing.
cause you know, like
is
look,
it is it
I
an
remember when you threw
overload?
the.
And should it had been more or less?
No, look,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it real. It's just shit. I'm watching it from the. I remember when you threw the idea out there, and then I remember the first issue, and then I see how the second issue. It's better than the first issue. I ain't gonna lie, it's better than the first. Like first issue was hard, but this one you did it. It's like even the feel of it. I don't know if you. I was gonna ask you that. Did you change the feel of it?
Nah, it's supposed to be this. Well, it's a little thicker. It's a little thicker.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Cause like it feels different.
Got
Like
more
it's like
pages.
oh
It's a little more slicker, huh? A little more candy paint than what the other one
yeah, just
was,
like
huh?
just when you pull it out, it's just like the I don't know how to explain it, but like the feel of it, it feel like a different, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you switched it up, like the
No, I
thickness
didn't
of the
switch. I didn't switch nothing up. I just added more pages.
more pages, huh? Yeah, so it feel
Got
like
more pages.
yeah, it feel like a different magazine. It's like, okay. And then you open it up and then from the front cover, when you're looking at the front cover, the last front cover hard, you know, Marisol killed it. And then in this one, dude, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It killed it, but it's just like the whole coming together of it, volume 2, made back of the APP, like hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And then the information in it is like, oh, this shit, like, bro, over there making a real magazine. Like, this is a real magazine, you know what I'm saying? This shit hard, you know what I'm saying? It's a real magazine, bro. It's
Hey
hard, you know what
man,
I'm saying? It's
cool.
getting better. That's why I was going to ask you, do you feel like you're going to come even harder on the third one? Like, do you already know, like, because, you know, you had it, you got it in. I know you looked at it. Do you feel like you already see what you're going to do different for the third one?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna crush the third one because this one, I was worried that the letters were too small.
No, it's perfect.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I looked at it, I checked with the guy on the phone. You know, I was chopping it up with the, you know, he owns it. This is the first time I talked to the owner of the company. So we chopping it up and shit. And I was worried about that. So I was telling him, you know, because they sent me these samples, and I was like, well, look on page, you know, this. And I found out a way to kind of troubleshoot to find out how small my lettering was. And I figured it out. I was like, you know what, it's gonna be fine. And but I was still worried about it. But when I actually, you know, popped the box open and peeled that first copy up off the top and looked at
Everything was
it,
just fine.
oh man, it was perfect.
Beautiful.
It was
Beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Like even if I wanted to go just a little smaller, right?
Yeah.
On certain shit, you know, I'm not saying I would do that. You know, I let everybody else judge that. You know, we'll figure it out. But if I needed to just go a hair smaller, just for some economic reason, you know, I could. You know, that was crazy. It's really opened up my my tentacles, man, more, you know, just like,
Yeah.
okay, so this next one I'm gonna crush them. And then just me coming at you, like, let's say the first one, even on here, it's like, yeah, I'm putting out a magazine, blah blah blah, you know, we got motherfuckers, oh, when's the magazine coming out, when's the, you know, and But rather than see now, I don't have to do that. You know, if I say I'm putting out a magazine, you know what the fuck it is. And then let's say I got a proposal. Hey man, I got this magazine. I might want you to be in it, or if I'm shopping for slots for people to put their studs in there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, here, you could check this out and get back with me. And if you like what you see, you could come do business with us. We actually have something in front of you tangible, that you can put your fingers on and see like, okay, I like this company. You know what I'm saying? This dog company right here, they cover thick. They got the thick cover. Everything's glossy, full color, everything beautiful.
Beautiful.
Shit all in the background. You probably take you a year to even see that picture back there. You know what I'm saying? Like we're really putting our all into this shit. Straight
Oh,
up.
Hey man, damn right,
Three
man.
more months.
Damn
I
right.
give 3 more months, bro. Just tweaking shit, dog. I'm serious. But I had to just say, you know what? Let's get this shit off of my fucking desk, bro. So I can conquer something else. Um, but that's what we own. We figured it out for the most part. Certain things, like you don't know how that picture gonna come out. Maybe that picture was too small. I didn't see anything that I got good eyesight, but I didn't see anything that was hard to read or hard to see or nothing. There was a couple things that maybe we fucked up a file and shit like last time. It was a couple files that didn't get sent over there, but the change was just like a color change, so it wasn't really like nothing that I really saw right away that was just like, oh fuck, but nah, I think this next one's gonna be great, man, because we're about to have more people involved. We're gonna have more people in our chat involved with what we got going on, and I might even open up some. I mean, you see that and when you get the mag, you'll see what shit's hitting for. So just know,
yeah.
I showed you love. I showed you love, but them pages and shit, that shit ain't gonna be cheap, man.
Lucky,
And
lucky motherfucker. Dirty Dog Killer said Houston came today. Lucky
Dirty Dog.
motherfucker. Yeah, Dirty
Oh,
Dog Killer.
yeah. Hey,
Oh
salute,
shit.
man.
That's what's up.
Salute, Dirty
Salute.
Dog.
That's what's up, man.
Hey,
I'm glad it came in.
hey, for real, this motherfucker got. Listen, I just noticed something looking at it because when you said that, and I remember from the last looking, man, you got to really pay attention on this shit. This shit hard, bro.
You say you gotta really pay attention on that shit.
What
Yeah,
what it
because it's
got?
like, like how you said, you just probably gonna take you a year to notice it, and then I'm just sitting here staring at this one page, and I notice something, and then I turn it, and I see a whole picture in the background of the work, hard than the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
killed it, bro. Good,
Now, we
hey,
was sprinkling
It's
it
just
in.
like when you watch a movie. It's just like when you
Sprinkling
watch
it
a movie
in.
for the second and third time, you always see something different
You're gonna
that you ain't
yeah,
see the first
yeah,
time when you
appreciate it.
watched it. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. A lot of information in it too, Buck. You killed it with that, bro. You killed it.
Nah, appreciate it, bro.
A lot of
I
information in it.
can't
You know
wait.
what I'm saying?
I can't wait, boy. I'm telling you, I can't wait.
Appreciate that.
I didn't even know dogs have miscarriages. You know what I'm saying? Like I know
You see?
sometimes they don't get the puppies out and shit, but I didn't know it was called miscarriages and shit. You feel me?
See? Whoa. Got to be
Shit,
more careful.
hey, now that hey, you learn something new every day. You know,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I
I
know the
want to.
dogs
I
get
want
stuck and
to.
shit, but I ain't know
I don't want
that
to
they
get to the
called it a
point where I know
miscarriage. You
everything.
feel me?
I want to learn something new every day.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah.
Damn right.
A
Damn
lot of
right.
information in it though. A lot of information. That's hey, you killed it, bro. You did your thing on that.
I appreciate that, man.
Hey, Big Bank,
Mhm.
the babies get caught in their birth canal. You know what I'm saying? When they having them and shit. You know,
Yeah.
that can that's like considered almost like a miscarriage too. And they can kill the female as well, man. And a lot of
Yeah,
times,
I know they be throwing them out dead sometimes, or they get stuck, get tired. I always thought maybe just the dog got tired and couldn't push the motherfucker out. Or maybe the head was too big. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thinking on like just in the house on some on some just, not educated shit. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get educated, like, oh, that bitch had a miscarriage.
Yeah, man. It happens. It sucks too,
It
man.
happens, man. Fake, fake births. Like when you think they pregnant and they really ain't pregnant, they ain't shit in there, false pregnancies and shit. Like all that
Yeah,
shit that happen with them, man.
yeah.
When they look like they big and pregnant and they ain't shit in there. Yep,
A lot of
that
information
shit
in that
happen.
motherfucker.
You gotta get on, man. You gotta get on. Okay, so how you like the lineup though? Think how I kinda put like most of the info in the front, right?
I was seeing that. Yeah,
And then I put the studs in the back. I just wanted to try it, right?
yeah,
So the studs is in the back. All the or most of the technical kind of info on this and this, what you need to know
So what
about
about the
this.
interviews?
That's like all that's in the guts of it. All
yeah.
that's
That's the
Okay,
middle.
all in
okay,
the
that's
middle.
what's up.
But I
That's
put
what's up.
basically the textbook shit in the front. I put all
Information in the
the
front,
studs in the back.
interviews in the middle, studs in the back. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So when you close in the book, you close in the magazine at the end, you can see what you're really looking for, what you want. You know, you get your information in the front, you learning about it,
Right.
and then people telling you more about it from the interviews in the middle. And then at the end, you can pick and choose from there which way you want to go. I did that. I did that. I dig it.
Yeah, I just wanted to try it
I,
because last one I didn't do that. I just put shit wherever. You know what I'm saying? But this one I kind of structured it. So I just want to see because sometimes you want to just go straight to the studs. You ain't trying to go through the book. So you know that's in the back. If we kind of just like keep that shit in the back, right? You know, and
yeah.
then you gotta go through the book to get to it. It's many different things that was going through my head when I made that decision. You might not want to read a whole bunch of shit, but that first, the beginning of the book, them articles about all that good info that you need, them falls, pregnancies, and all that good shit. At the beginning, you might be fatigued after that, but you got it all in. I don't want you to be fatigued on that important shit toward the end. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, yeah.
but who knows? We could switch it up. We could do whatever we want. You know,
But I kind of dig that though. You're learning about them in the beginning, and then you got people speaking hands on about them in the middle from the interviews, and then in the back you got your studs. If you want to add something to your yard or blood, you want to choose or go another way with your program. Like
right?
I kind of get the philosophy of that. It kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. You know, there might be a better way. Somebody might come out with a better way. That's why it's all about putting out the best product. Sometimes you got to use these ingredients. Sometimes you use some different ingredients. Eventually there's gonna be more
Definitely.
designers popping up, that really know how to get down and design pages and do shit. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be getting them in here, you know what I'm saying, and getting it all done. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
hey,
yeah,
I'm
people
all
gonna be
open
reaching out.
to
People
new
gonna be
things.
reaching out saying, "Well, I would have did this right here, this way, that way." Sending you rough drafts and
Exactly.
copies and showing you
Right.
shit. That's the point.
Show me
It's
some
gonna get there.
examples of different. Yeah, I could have did this and that. We all learning. It's like it's good to have if you got a barber shop, it's good to have a bunch of good barbers in there because they all learning off each other. You know, I might be looking at you, lining them up. Like, oh shit, you know, I might have saw you do some a fade or something.
Yeah, right. You learning, you change. You're learning your game from different people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They're showing you different game.
right.
You
Yeah,
know, it's what they say is iron sharp as iron. That's a football term. You know, we gonna all help each other be better. Iron sharp as iron. If I'm good and you good, we don't got no trust but make each other better. You know, straight up.
Uh-oh.
I'm over here just looking at
Text.
these
Somebody
pages.
got
You
it
know what
done.
I'm saying?
It said, get it done on my text message. Oh, shit. Okay, makes sense. Okay. He said grocery stores are set up. You damn skippy.
Always. I just work at a grocery store called Publix. Everything is strategic for the buyer. Everything is supposed to stick out and make them want to grab it. You know, everything is did a certain way. Definitely.
I love Publix a lot, boy. Man, everything's so fresh in that motherfucker, man. For
Damn
real.
right, but that's my store, man. I go there and get my dog beef heart and shit is already cut up for me and nice and shit. Damn
Yeah,
right, I used to work for Publix back in the day, man. It's a good. It used to be real good company before they made it company eyes. You know what I'm saying? Before they corporatized it. The
yeah,
motherfucker used to be closed on Sundays. Mr. Jenkins ain't play that shit. Closed every holiday. Now that bitch open every day.
man. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Public goes
Mhm.
I ain't never even seen the Publix.
what?
Yeah, no, not in Oklahoma or out west. Shit, but I just got Costco's while I'm in Florida. Shit, I got my Costco's card and all. I hear Buck talking about it. Back a little while ago, a couple of shows ago, talking about the spaghetti and shit. But yeah, I got the Costco's and shit now. Costco's and Sam, but yo,
Yeah,
we got
we
Publix,
ain't
but they
even.
only on they only on the East Coast.
Y'all got
Um,
club?
Paul,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
they only on the
We
East
got
Coast.
Sam. We got Sam down here. We ain't got Costco's.
Oh
Y'all
damn.
got Sam's and Walmart.
Yeah, we just got a Walmart and Sam.
Man, Costco's got everything,
Yo,
man.
maybe I got Costco, but I bought them cashiers out of there. Them bitches like $20 a damn. They come in like a glass jar. Them bitches be busted.
Yeah, just went to Costco's this morning. Got a bunch of paper towels and toilet paper, you know, cause it go to Costco. They got about a bulk, man, and it's a good price on this shit, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man, but I ain't like that toilet paper. I had to go back to Sam's Club, man. I ain't like Costco toilet paper, boy. That shit look too thin, man. It's cheap. I like Sam's a little bit better, boy.
Y'all bougie. I still hit the dollar store and grab that toilet tissue.
Ain't no wrong
Oh
with
nah, boy.
Hey, don't ever
Oh
let your
nah,
ass
boy.
get used to soft tissue. It don't make you a man.
Hey, boy, you a caveman. You a
Yeah, yeah.
caveman. But so you gonna grab the leaf off the tree. Hell
Hey, look.
nah, boy, ain't going to the dollar store.
Once you use that Charmin or the other one, you fuck because you can never go back. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
You
going
be like,
back. That's the whole point of
man, I
it.
ain't spending all that money on that damn tissue. You just wiping your ass. I'm gonna go get about
Nah,
$40 pack.
Sam's Club, it ain't that bad though. Sam's Club, it ain't that bad. You buy it in bulk, you save on it too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
hey,
get a bit
look.
40 some damn 40 rolls at a time. Like that bitch, you save pretty good. I don't go buy one at a time, like your ass straight out of the cave, man. But I got girls in the house, kids and shit.
Yeah, now my wife tried that shit. She tried to say, hey, look, we don't live in the hood no more or none of that. We ain't gotta have this tissue. You know what I'm saying? I said, don't ever forget where you came from. Nigga, then keep that motherfucking tissue. You know what I'm saying? Don't
I get
ever forget
I
that
gotta have my
shit.
wife and my daughters using that goddamn bark, man, that bark off the tree. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, boy.
hey, fuck around and you'll be bleeding. Don't have too many. Don't fuck around and drink a milkshake and you lactose and you got to shit a couple times. Your asshole
There
bleeding.
you go. Hey, but you go, that shit gonna be raw back there, boy, fucking with that bark on the tree, man.
Raw in the bruh. You fuck. Don't bite too hard. You know what I'm saying?
you remember when you were
Boy,
young?
tear the skin off your ass, boy.
You remember when
Yeah.
you be way away from the house and you can't find nowhere to shit? You about 9, 10 years old. You been rode your bike way across town. It's a gang of y'all. Man, no, yeah, y'all can't tell me y'all to go in the woods and wipe your ass with a leaf.
No, look, I definitely went in the woods, but shit, I was a fat kid, so I would have like a wife beater on. So I just take my wife beater off and wipe my ass with my shirt and leave that hoe there.
And throw that
I'm
bitch
out.
away, huh? Straight caveman.
Just put my other shirt
I'm a
on to
country
keep it
boy too,
pushing.
though. In the country, you got to improvise, but goddamn it, you know, came a long way. You don't got to live like that no more, man. You
Hey,
don't gotta
look.
live like that no more, man.
Hey,
Treat
you don't,
yourself
right?
to a better
Hey, you
tissue,
don't.
man. Treat
But
yourself to a better tissue.
I would tell you what I do though. Like shit, I'm gonna keep it gangster though. Like I got like this thing above the toilet. Like it's like a little thing where you put the tissue. Like you open up it's like a cabinet. My
Yeah.
shit full though. I go in there, my shit full. I go in there and show you right now, full. A whole bunch of rolls in that motherfucker.
Well, is it the Dollar General rolls though?
Fuck yeah, $6 for $1.
Man, this
Man,
guy
nah. If I'm buying $6 for $1, I can't use that though, man.
gangster,
I
man.
can't use no $6 for $1, bro.
Yeah, six rolls for
Yeah.
$1, and it's the
You crazy, bro.
double ply. So that shit thick rolls. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
And I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie to you. I ain't
playing?
gonna lie to you. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I still get the dollar. Now I used to use the extra washing liquid. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all heard of the brand Extra.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I know
cheap
the
shit.
extra there.
You
That's
get
the
the
cheap
bigger.
cheap brand.
Yeah. Now
Uh-huh.
she done made us go to them pods. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah, I
so
went to the
we got.
Tide Pods, Tide and
Yeah, we
Game
got the
Pods,
good, pods. She done made us do that, but can't make us on that tissue. I'm like, look, we getting this cheap ass tissue. I put my foot down. Yeah, we are. Hey, look. Hey, they got some soft shit out there. One time it fucked us up. We tried the Scots, and that shit was soft in the motherfucker. You can't go back. So, one day they came, we just needed to go across the street just to get something, and we ain't switched back since.
That's right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. Hey, do y'all get Kroger's big y'all get Kroger's out there?
Now, we ain't got no
Nah.
problem.
Okay. Don't get no Kroger.
Yes,
We ain't,
sir.
we ain't got shit.
But yes, sir, man.
Yeah, they
Hey,
getting it
Hey,
in,
hey,
man.
look, we
Yeah,
ain't, we
that
ain't got
crack
Kroger's, but I got that magazine first, though.
you damn sure did. You got a strong post office, boy. Your post office game strong, man.
Yeah, I
The post
told him,
office game out there, Oklahoma's on a different level, man.
man, he linked in, man.
Hey,
He
they
said,
better quit playing with them
Tell,
mags,
tell him
man.
about that magazine. Tell him you want to see that mag. Ask
They
him what
better
he said.
quit
Something
playing
said,
with
Mr.
them
Mag.
mags, man. Send them mags out. We trying to get them magazines, man. We're gonna do another show
I'm
like
trying to get mine,
2020.
man. I'm
See what
trying to get my
everybody,
magazine, man.
we in here. We here. We
But
started from the bottom.
sometime my mailman run on Sundays. But being that it's Father's Day, he might not run. They need to make his ass run, man. Drop off my magazine.
man,
Hey, he want that magazine. He talking about mailman
Hey,
gonna run
hey,
on
the motherfucker.
Sunday.
Hey, they can call me. Hey, they can call me. I can come pick my shit up. I don't need them to deliver my shit. Send me my shit at the post office. I can go get my own shit.
Yeah, hey, yeah, I got my shit. I'm on the way up there. Y'all don't even need to deliver.
Straight up.
Uh-oh, cracking. Cracking is cracking.
Cracking is always cracking,
I
man.
just got another
Cracking, cracking.
cracking kennel update.
uh-oh.
Who done dropped? What's going on? Who coming together?
Cracking kennel update. Let's
It,
see.
it,
Let me
it,
share this.
it ain't my it ain't my girl Kashawn Rocky, is it?
Nope, it Turbo Daddy.
What?
Oh, then that's the man that boy, Mr. Two. They called him two, but he more like one. But
Yes,
we
sir.
ain't gonna
That's
talk
that
about
boy. That's that boy. There we go.
It's just a boy.
Fresh first stick. First stick. You got War Pony 2. Back to double O. That's a double baby Osiris male. I mean female. Double
it.
baby
Female.
Osiris. I mean, she loaded up. If you like the crow blood, I mean, she loaded
I'm about
up.
to say the Osiris is the crow, right?
Yes, sir. Got that imported bitch twice in this pedigree right here. So baby
That's
Osiris got
almost
that imported
that's
buckskin
almost like
bitch.
some Doc Holiday shit.
I gotta put import on
Mm.
there. I gotta get the credentials to that so I could put import on there, man.
Oh man, that's good. That's the first stick today, huh?
Yep, first stick, double O. So you got the double bred baby Osiris. This bitch is bred Second to none.
Hey, Bo,
Second.
you told me about on the 13th, 14th, 15th day. That's the day to stick 'em.
Yeah, you can't go wrong if you do 13, 14, 15, bro. I'm a
All right.
firm believer. I'm a believer. But you know what? Things could vary depending on the bitch, and it also could vary depending on if you caught it on the right day or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you know that it all varies. So don't quote me, but I will feel real good if I hit it on the 13, 14, 15. Shit, let's run it.
Hey, Buck, ain't
Yeah.
taking the best like on the 13, 14 days. She's really ovulating good.
On an average, you're gonna get a lot of action on that day.
Okay.
As far as the eggs dropping down, that's different. Hey, get that mag. Oh, I seen yours in the mail, Paul. You gonna have yours real soon.
Okay. I can't wait, bro.
But damn,
I
you ain't
talk,
see
I talk
mine in
about
the damn mail?
that's on the cover. It said the 21-day heat cycle. That
Ah,
that article right there is gonna break it all down to you. You don't have to ask nobody else. That shit gonna break
Hey
that
man,
shit
when you
down.
get the magazine
that
and
shit
you
very
see Turbo in
informative.
there, and you see Turbo in the magazine, just know that's one of War Pony 2 off screen, man. And at the time of the magazine, he probably about what 7 months old, 8 months old on them pictures. You know, he'll be
That
11 months this month. Still my big ass baby.
Hey, Lord.
hey, bro, shit. That magazine hard. Shout out to everybody
War
that got
Pony,
their
man.
magazine.
You better get it. You better get
Yeah,
some of
shout
this
out everybody that ordered their
legendary.
magazine.
You better get a load of this right here, man. This right here is
It's that good
not nothing
old
that you want to be sleeping on. You know,
what War Pony 2. So a lot of people sleep on that bottom part down there. That Pit Islands Queen with all that bingo and all that good shit in there. The Macho Buck on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? The Tango on the bottom. You know the good Barracuda on top. And Damien Lynch. But that bottom half, well, I think it's a special bitch walk on the bottom. You know, she got some good shit in.
you know.
When you see that Stone City Killers Blondie, you know, her little mate brother is that guy, Yellow Buck,
That's the
you know.
prodigy. They seen this dog. They seen when he was born. But when you know what I'm
I
saying, I
seen
had
it
him, he was real
with George
small.
Floyd, with George Floyd, War Pony
Yes,
2. I
sir.
seen Buck did the video, Buck did the interview in the house. I remember like it's yesterday. I got a good memory vividly. He did. He shot the live stream. He was in the house showing the three dogs. War Pony had a head like a baby ox then. War Pony 2.
We
That
knew
bit
we
was
knew
big then.
I knew what that dog was gonna be, man. I knew it.
That's crazy. I go back and look at that. I go back and look at the Turbo live stream when Turbo done was a puppy. You talking
Oh,
about they breeding what they is, you know. You better
we immune.
believe, but
We
hey, little
immune's paying
boy,
attention. He's paying attention.
hey,
He's
hey,
seeing that
you
we
know,
line breeding on different shit, Wayne. You know,
damn
when we put
right.
it together, it don't matter what the ingredients are. It matters what you do and when you put it together. You know, you put all of that
Damn
good shit
right, little
together.
boy and Lynch had brothers. The same way War Pony 2 and Michael Myers had brothers. Tell you, I go with that boy Turbo today, man. My female and he, that boy act like he know what he doing. I say, boy, it ain't time yet. You'll have your time. That boy trying to get on something. Say, just chill. Your day gonna come.
Yes, sir. Hey, you gotta get it.
That good crow, man. That
You
crow
gotta get
blood.
it.
That War Pony 2 shit. All right now.
And then you throw that double O on there. What? You throw that heavy Michael Myers on the bottom with some more Barracuda and all that good stuff. Crow, more crow
Oh,
down here. Come on, man. Barracuda, heavy on the Barracuda.
60
Real heavy.
pounds in the making, 60, 60, 70 pounds,
You said what?
or you never know. I said they're gonna be between 50 to 70 pounds, or you don't know.
Oh, the
We
dogs.
guessing. Yeah, the puppies.
Nah, I mean, you know, you get different sizes. You know,
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
can you get a big one? Oh, absolutely. You know, but you don't never
Might
know
get a
what
small one too.
genetics is gonna throw you.
Yeah.
They'll throw you. You know, I did even that baby Osiris breeding because I did that breeding twice, and it wasn't the same.
Hmm.
It wasn't nowhere near the same.
That's
Them
crazy.
dogs were way smaller. You know, they came out way smaller. Same mom. You know, so I know you're gonna get some nice dogs. I know they're gonna be genetically because we could have went other ways. You know, there was other studs, different stuff. You know, you could even throw Iceman in the equation. You know, there's a lot of
I love
options.
that boy, man. I want some
But
shit off of him.
I just felt like War Pony 2 crossing him with that crow for the first time and
Shit, it's gonna be
locking that in.
worth point in ninth breeding, ninth to eighth breeding. He
You
putting them
said
on the
what?
ground now. It's gonna be War Pony 2, ninth to eighth breeding.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, he putting them on the ground.
I never counted.
Putting them on the ground. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You probably got like 6, 7 breeds.
Okay. Hey, get you one. I got me one. Get you one. I got me one, man. On a good dog, I'm talking about, man. I took my dog out there to the land out there in front of all them people, man. People say I never seen a dog act that good and listen the way he listened. This motherfucker 10 months old, he didn't bark. You didn't hear him bark one time. Only time he bark is when I'm leaving. He don't want me to go. And he was with me the whole time. That motherfucker, like, the blood is awesome, man. You know, just speaking from what I've seen these first 10, 11 months, the blood is awesome, man. Like, the temperament, the work ethic, the smartness, like, it's everything you can ask in the dog, is what I can see right now. You know, I ain't bragging because it's mine. I'm speaking the truth. I don't got no favorite blood. I love the dog. Show me what he is, and right now he's showing to be a great dog, a great pup right now. So y'all get with the team, man. Cracking and cracking. Don't tap into your money right. You tap in how you deposit ready to go, so you can be ready to pick your pup when the time comes. Don't wait too late. Don't wait too late. You miss on too much of good shit, man. You miss on too much of good shit,
Sitting
bro.
on War Pony, I'm telling you. You
Oh
miss
yeah,
it.
man.
That's one of them
You got
ones
some
right
on the
there.
ground. I just say that. You got some on the ground, man. And they all the way they acting good.
Aaron the plumber. Yeah, War Pony 2 straws, none on the no straws at the vet yet. But I think that's gonna change real soon. So keep y'all posted. You know, maybe you want to put some of that stuff up. You know, I tell you, it'd probably be way cheaper while he's alive. Wait till
Damn sure,
he
damn
passed.
sure better get it. Hey, he in his prime right now. Why you asking for scrawl when you can get it fresh off of him? He in his prime right now.
They
Maybe
want to
not
put it
even
up.
in his prime all the way.
They want to put it
You
up.
know. Oh, they want to save. Okay, they want to save. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you want to put that shit up. Every time you
I'm
know
gonna have
you
it.
can't
I'm gonna have
just.
it put up okay. I'm gonna have a
It's
whole
better.
line of their
It's
ass.
better to get a dog, a good producing dog. You're gonna, you know, if you're gonna put a little bit out of that, because if you wait to try to grab some of that, you know, when he died, You know, I put in a good example in the magazine. You know, there's some straws in there. Somebody could, you know, go grab some. And you might think the price is obnoxious, but that price,
Somebody gonna think the price is right on.
well, hey, somebody took advantage when the dog was still alive, you know. So it doesn't matter. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to take advantage. That's how I look at it.
Hey man, like I
So
say,
yeah,
from my short experience with the blood and just watching it from afar, like it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And you know, I got it with the Michael Myers and Screaming Demon shit on the bottom. But at 1.2, he's showing hard. You know, that big got no wolf eyes. My dog got eyes like his daddy, but he look like his mom. But he act like he probably act like his daddy. He doing good. I say that. He doing good. He making everybody proud. He making the whole team proud, man. 11 months.
when that bitch coming in,
She in right now. She in. That's why I would ask you 10 to 13 day. She in right now. I
you
think
said
she ran the
you
70
said
heat.
it's the 10th or 13th day.
No. I say Monday and Tuesday gonna be the 10th or 13th. Gonna be the 13th day.
Oh shit!
Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, we gotta get on the back street then.
Hmm.
The back street.
Yeah. So the KP, you
Wow,
know.
I didn't know that. See, I ain't
Yeah, man.
been out the loop. I've been out the loop.
We got
Goddamn.
but like I told you, man, she got loose and chased that possum for about 7 hours. That bitch is in the woods. When she came out the woods, bitch, she had ran herself in heat. She ran into heat. But not when she got out. When I went in and got her ass, when she came back to the day I got her back to the house. She was in heat, man. Yeah, that bitch
Yeah,
in heat.
man, we gotta make something happen, man. Make
Yeah,
something
yeah,
happen.
yeah. But KP, he cooking. He trying to cook something up with KP. So I'm gonna see what he trying to do. But I told him about about that, make it three of that old haystack. You know what it is. So yeah, we can cook something
Oh,
up, man.
oh hey.
Cosman.
Man,
Kyle,
Buck City, what up, though? What y'all boys up here
What it
doing, man?
do? What
Y'all
it
boys up
do,
here
man?
bulldogging. You know
Man,
what I
you
mean?
got the mag?
uh,
Huh?
how you doing,
I
Kyle?
said, did you get the mag?
Yeah, you already know I got it.
Damn.
Man, speak
Well,
on
I
it. That's
mean,
what we doing. We speaking on the mag.
I don't have the physical book yet, but I already bought it.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay, 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 okay. We in the same boat, then, motherfucker. You ain't no better than me.
Damn,
Buck
I
City, what
Right
it
thought
do,
y'all
now,
was
right,
boy?
married.
hey, right now, Bank, he a little bit better than us right now, man. That motherfucker a little bit better than us right now, man. That nigga sitting on this little high mountain, man, right now, man. Flipping through the
Yeah,
mag. He
you.
looking so good. He got out the chat to keep looking at the mag, man. You know what I'm saying?
Paul Harris, lock boy, what it do, man?
Going
What it
on,
is, family.
man.
Oh man, cool and holding on
Yeah,
like a
talking about this
husband.
mag. Talking about these dogs, man. You know, putting shit together.
Hey,
You
what's that
know,
bed you had up there, Buck City? When I was coming in, you had a pad up there that was looking a little nice. I couldn't really tell though.
Oh, it was some sauce. You
something
know,
cooking
put some
up,
sauce.
cracking, man.
It was just a little sauce in your mouth from the general.
Ooh, hold on, let me see. Wait a minute.
Got some sauce in there.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, who got this? Who got
It's
this?
in the
That one
making.
just got dead. That one's in the Midwest right now. Midwest
Oh wait, I'm gonna go get it.
just got dead. So
First
hey,
stick.
you
Get it. I
really
like
got
this right
time to
here.
really dig on
I
in.
like this buck. I like
Yes,
this right
sir.
here.
I damn sure like it. I get me a female off of that shit. That good
Yeah,
old crow with Michael Myers on the bottom.
And That would be
Yes, sir.
crazy.
Hey, y'all, I want to tell y'all, man, much love to everybody.
Double O. That's that double
All our
O though.
team, Mike family,
Real.
everybody.
He took it. Hey, that's kind of
Gotta
dope.
get
You
up out of
took
here.
it the other way. He went the War Pony way on top with the Michael Myers. That's like brother breeds. Ain't
Yeah, brother.
War Pony
Wolf
and
Pony and
Mike
Mike.
brothers?
Yeah, brothers. Yes, sir.
Boy, hey, look. Hey, take your ankle
And
out
that's
that
cool,
motherfucker,
man.
man. You can put your whole foot in it, huh?
There's a take your ankle out, huh?
Yeah. Take a little toenail out that motherfucker, bro.
I,
We've
I
been
like that
we've been
nanny
doing that.
dose.
We've been doing that
I like
cross.
that
We just
little,
ain't
yeah.
put the crow in there yet
Yeah.
though.
I
You
like
say you
that
gonna
nanny
put some
dose
what in
down
there?
though.
I said
Not
we've
that
been
crow.
doing this cross. We just ain't threw the crow in there yet.
Oh, you go.
You know that bottom is crow now. That bottom is crow. And that quarter in that middle right there, like I say, I got mine with the Invicto, Screaming Demon, and Michael Myers on the bottom of Turbo with that 1.2 on top. That's what Turbo is. Yes, sir. Oh, I love that blood, that weed right there. I like that that Stone Man, that Theo. That's on the bottom, and she on the top too. Okay, okay. Yes, sir. That Crow,
You know,
top and bottom.
Osiris, nigga.
getting it going.
With the mean man Mike. It's a wonderful thing, man.
Hey, shout out to
Heavy Mike.
Malcolm, man. Shout out that brother, man. He don't get the respect he should get, man. Shout out that brother
Hey
Malcolm.
man. Hey man, when I look at my dog, boy, it's about 8-9 of them, and they're fresh off
Some
right
people
off
don't
the boy.
want the respect. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Some people don't want the
Damn right,
respect.
boy.
They just some motherfuckers. They just just want to be in the shadows.
Hey, that's even better. I get mine when I'm gone, you know. Yeah, man, that's some good looking shit. That's some good looking shit.
Yeah, I like that Buck City. It makes sense too. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
I'm just saying, good red boy on good red boy. I just ain't never seen it miss. You know what I mean? It worked.
Hey, man. Hey, it's some shit in there, though, boy.
It's some shit in there.
Red boy Jocko, Bodeo Tombstone, every red boy. It's some shit in there.
Yes,
Some
sir.
good shit.
There's some shit in there.
Good shit.
That swamper.
Yeah, I
The
told you that bitch
swampers.
just special. She's
That's the
special, boy.
golden vein. That's that golden vein swampers right there.
Hey, she's special, boy. Yes, sir. Look at that shit right there. I looked at her shit 100 times, bro. Maybe 1,000.
That's a good red bitch right there, boy. I'm
Wow.
telling you.
You can see the tango. Look at that third. You got Mayday, Blondie, Boomer, Red Spring, goddamn Macho Buck, Best of Tomorrow, Tango, and Treasure. Just her third pig. See
Who the
that?
hell is Tango?
ROM.
That's the son of
ROM. Dog of
that's
the
the son
year.
of Awesome Beast.
ROM. POR. 8 times, man. Shit.
I didn't
Did you
hear
remember?
nothing about this dog right here. That
Motherfucker
Grand
be
Tango. I never looked at that stuff.
click on it, Buck, so you can
That
take a
shit's
glance into it.
serious.
Click on that tango.
A
Tango all up
7-time
in
winner
turbo.
bred an 8-time winner, and they both rounds. Come on, man.
You better believe it.
Come on.
Look at that good old STP. Liu Kang.
Tango outraced the following top competition. A 2-time winner that beat a champion.
Hollinsworth.
and
The good
235.
old polio.
A
Mayday.
two-time winner that beat two champions in 38 minutes, and a two-time winner in 2 hours and 7 minutes. A two-time winner that beat champion and grand champion in 51 minutes, and champion and a 4-time champion in 3 hours and 19 minutes. Damn.
But what that shit is at the bottom, that clean Mary.
Pushing weight
That's some shit
and
down there, bro.
a champion, first-rate bulldog, now on the way to becoming a great producer. This is one of the true verified pedigrees of grand champion Tango. Others listed are incorrect. And it's black.
That's a beautiful bread dog, man.
Can I see?
That's a
Go
beautiful
up a little
bread.
bit, Buck, so I can see the dog. It's black.
Yeah, why he black?
Hmm.
8-time winner black. But what they say the black dogs ain't no.
Hey, hey, roll up a little bit, Buck, so I can see the picture real quick. Let me see something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But there's some good shit in there, man. That Miss Rage. There's some shit in there, man. I want to see that Zebo Gina girl at the bottom. Is that what's carrying that black?
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Damn right. Salute the Havana boys, William Moon. I got heavy Havana boys and turbo ass. Damn right it is.
Well, it's
Salute.
probably from that Luke Kane. Well, no, well,
Is it a Zebo? What they say, champion Zebo Gina girl? Is it black from with that clean Mary stuff on the bottom? Is that what carrying that black?
Black Pass. He in there a couple times.
Uh-huh.
Yup.
Oh
That
yeah, that's
Zebo
what carrying it.
stuff. Huh.
Yes, sir. But must step away for a second.
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to
Yeah,
see what it
man.
looked like.
Oh, he looked good. I thought you saw when he first clicked on it. It showed it a little bit, but he went down to the pig.
Oh, y'all run that
Motherfucker
Tango
good.
blood
Yeah.
up there, Wing Mule?
Yeah, Wing Moon said they run that tango.
I ain't never even heard of it. I ain't gonna front.
It's good. It's good to have a little bit of it in there.
Shit, it can't
Yes,
hurt.
sir. No, sir. Damn sure got something in trouble.
God damn, he
But
went
that's it. Shit,
319,
that's his mama.
four-time
I
winner.
mean, that's shit. That's Turbo Grandma. That golden vein bit. 1.2.
He beat a grand
1.2
champion.
mama.
Oh no, he beat a two-time winner that beat a champion and a grand champion.
Damn right.
This nigga a champion killer. He got a
And an
champion in
8-time winner, man.
230. He got a champion out of there in 38.
That was his name.
Hey, Buck, let me go up a little bit so I can see the dog real quick.
He don't look nothing special. He just one of those ones.
Well, loud B.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I want to see what the hell that Zebo Gina girl is on the bottom. That on Clean Mary. What that shit is down there. That's where you get the black
Boils
from,
and
huh?
shit.
Yeah, that Luke Kane.
Okay.
Boil.
That's that Dirty Mary shit. Dirty Mary and shit down there.
Clean Mary red. That's crazy.
Oh, that's the oiler. Okay.
Burger
Okay.
Hank shit back with the
Here.
buck. Boil shit.
There go to Dirty
Burger Hank
Mary back
shit.
there.
It's a
There
Boils
go to
Boils
Dirty
blend.
Mary.
Perfect Boils blend.
Boy, boys, Bolio. Hmm. I see the Dirty Mary, the Red Baby, Bull Boy, Bolio, Dirty Mary, top end bottle. No, here it's on the top.
Mm.
Hmm. Yes,
Yeah, them some
sir.
good dogs, man. Good dogs.
That's some good shit to put
Put
together.
it all together. We get some good shit.
Them the ones that know how to crunch too, man.
You said what?
Said them
Historically
dogs
speaking,
with them funny shaped heads like that, they know how to bite, man.
Yeah, these some good dogs, man.
Great
A
dogs.
lot of good dogs. This Demolisher dog. I like him.
I do
I
too.
like
The Macho Butt Dog, the Demonstrated Brindle. Yep. I saw his peers 100 times.
Oh,
Oh
what's this
shit.
right here?
The Demolisher, the Macho Butt Dog, right?
the crash shit. This to me, this is the best of the Hollinsworth Bull blood right here. To me, you know, I think this was his best son.
Well, what crash come from? Oh, Hollinsworth Bull. Okay.
But you know, that's just my opinion. I don't really think Hollinsworth Bull was a great producer, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing out of the ordinary.
I was about to say, I know he got bread more than that.
Crash was a good dog though. I actually liked him. You know? But you know, he get his run. They had a lot of different dogs that probably went on and did a lot of shit. You know, I always look at the rat lifts, shit that they had.
Miss Leaky.
Oh man, what is this? So they,
Hey man, that
you
shit don't
know,
look bad. On the first shit you showed.
Super Kennels 358. See, Super Kennels was having that shit. And then they took 357 because they bought 357's Littermay's sister too. Late. It was late in the game. I could have got her. She was like 8 years old. I wasn't fucking with that. She was too old for me. But if I would have knew
Yeah, hey,
today, I probably would have got her, you know.
just to
But
try.
you said what?
I say just to try, just to get a breeding out of them. Try to get
Oh
one out
yeah.
of them.
Oh yeah. But see, I don't know. Then they said that she popped up with a we bred her to Luke Kane and got some stuff off of that. It wasn't much, you know, she wasn't really a great mom. But then they said that they bred 357 back to him and got that double out buck dog. And I'm not the rumor guy, but that is suspect. Unless I
Yeah,
see,
you don't believe that shit.
no, I don't. That's just me though. It doesn't matter just because it doesn't mean it's not true just because I don't believe it, you know. But you know, I know these dogs, man. I remember that bitch. That bitch was so old when they got that dog. They probably could have got something off of her though. But it's a lot of rumors. It's not just me saying that. This double out buck dog right here. And he's got offspring. He's got offspring. People got this shit. Like people running around with this blood today, you know. And we don't really know if that dog is off of Billy. That's one of those mysteries. You had to know.
Take it with a
But
grain of salt, man.
it looks good though, looking back at these dogs, motherfuckers, you know, early in the game, young, you know, having this heat, you know. Uh like I said, they bred the fuck out of this dog too. He had his run as far as just getting it in.
Did he produce some fire?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say he produced anything, but it was a pretty ass pedigree. It was real pretty. I mean, you look at him. Just look at him. Right off of 357, back to his little May sister, buckets, Miss Leak. I mean, come on. It doesn't get more pretty than this, fellas.
It don't.
But I mean, if we look at it for what it is, I'm pretty sure there's like some of these dogs probably slipped through and ended up producing some good lines of shit. Because you know, you can go down a lot of different rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Just look at this one, Jay's pup. Oh, it's fucked up at the bottom. But a lot of times, you know, these dudes go on to breed these fucking dogs, and they end up doing pretty good with them. You know, having some type of lineage. You know, something we could look at least. That's a pretty good breed right there. You know, trying to do something different. But you know, it's just
That nigga name
a lot of dead ends. A lot of dead end shit. Maybe they put a picture of. I'm thinking maybe they had the time to put the picture. Maybe they had the time to keep the bitch and breeder. But as you can see, this is some of that same stuff that Champion Justice dog with that boomer shit. The same shit that's in Tango, pretty much. The same type of dogs. Ozzie Stevens shit, Homer.
Yes, sir.
The Virgil shit on the bottom.
That looked like that right there, I'm telling you. The Virgil's coming out of this motherfucker right here. I'm telling you. Not necessarily him as a dog, but I'd seen a lot of Virgil dogs that look like her, you know, and it's popping out, you know. That's good though. When you see, it lets you know that you're somewhere in the right area. Like I'm close. I ain't got it all the way, but I'm close.
So what you saying, Buck City? Form is following function, or function following form?
You know,
Function always follow form.
I can
Function
flip it
always
both
follow
ways.
form because you gotta be functional in order to have form, as they say. Function, you gotta have the right form to be functional. So function follows form.
I can flip
But you
it.
have your anomalies. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, you know, form follows function. You know, yeah, that's good, but you know, if you right, if you looking right, if you right, a lot of times you could move. You know what I'm saying? Like we always look at a boxer. Like let's say we
I
watch a
say
UFC and we look at two motherfuckers and we always say, I think he gonna beat him. You feel what I'm saying?
what you gotta do. That's why I say function follows form. You gotta have right form to function right. That's how I see it. But you can
Yeah,
look at a
that's why I
motherfucker
say you
then
can
and
flip it
say,
both ways because they always say form follows function. You know, you can have 100 different scenarios about that, and then
But
you
also
can just go
function
both
follows
ways.
form. So
damn right.
I think
You can look at a motherfucker, like Buck say, you can look at a motherfucker and pick him, say, I can put my money on him. He like to move a little better, just the
But
way
you
he
ain't
formed.
always right. But we do
But
that
you
a
ain't
lot.
always right. You ain't always right, but we do that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, white trunks. He get his ass kicked. You know what I'm saying?
Would you breed? Would you breed a dog that you didn't think who was a great dog? You dig what I'm talking about? All the other things, but he didn't look right. Something, you know what I mean? Would you still breed it?
And he was just a good dog.
No, let's say he was great, but it was how it looked ain't what you like, but everything else was all the way right. A grand champion, let's say.
What's he producing? Or I don't know.
You
You
don't
don't
know,
know
but you
yet.
want to breed
You
him and
don't
see.
I
know
don't
yet.
know yet.
I'm gonna breed
You
him.
don't know
I'm
yet.
gonna breed the shit
You
out
got the
of him.
chance
I'm
to
gonna
put it
breed
in
the.
your.
I'm gonna
I'm a
breed the
I'm
shit
a
out of him.
I'm a pass. I'm a pass on him.
I'm gonna breed him just to
I'm a
see.
pass too.
I'm a pass on
I
him.
gotta see. I gotta. It depends on what you're breeding
Now,
for, though.
now
If you're
what I'm
breeding for
saying
looks,
is
if you're
now,
breeding for looks, or you're breeding for function. Cause this
now he come
motherfucker
off your
function,
yard.
athletic.
Now he come off your yard, but he looked the opposite of everything you got. But he a grand champion. But he the opposite of everything you want in a
Well,
dog
if he came up historically speaking,
functionally.
it is the 70s and shit, 1974. And
I'm a breed him.
if he came off my yard, that's different. I think that is the whole scenario of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I
he come
gotta
off
see
your
if he can
yard,
produce.
he just ugly and the motherfucker funny built. You dig what I'm talking
But
about?
he's
But he
off
got
my
the
yard.
job done.
He's
But he's
off.
out my yard because he might throw his grandma, his granddaddy, and get the looks that I'm looking for with his function. You know what I'm saying? Or he can throw himself, and I still got my grand champion shit.
If
My
he's
my
not on my,
grand champion
if
looking
he's not
shit.
from my yard, I'm not gonna fuck with him. I'm gonna just that is just that.
Say it again,
Because
Buck.
the fact that I'm not really giving dudes chances, and I've done this shit before. I done fucked around and found out that they got a good producer and shit. You know, I'm not really gonna be chancing it on your stud unless it got to be something advantageous about it. You know what I'm saying? It got to be some type of incentives or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why am I the first motherfucker to try this shit? You know, out of everybody. You know, like you ain't tried
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You don't
I
know.
ain't gonna be the first. I ain't gonna
Nah,
be the
fuck
first.
no. Fuck no.
You gonna be the first to try your own shit before you let me try.
Well,
When
I
Mune
go to
say,
something I
when
already
Mune
got.
say he ain't gonna never make grand champion because he got Cub. Hey, when Mune
Yeah,
say he ain't even gonna get a
see,
chance to make it.
because look, one thing about me, I want to see. I ain't gonna play the guessing game and say, he ugly, so that mean that he ain't gonna work out right. I don't give a
Right.
damn about you. I give a damn about your heart. If you come off my heart, I mean, if you come off my yard, I want to see. Allegedly speaking, back in the day. Depending on what time frame it is. Because if you're looking for today, you're looking for confirmation in the good looking dog. Of course, you ain't gonna have nothing to do with that motherfucker. But if you speaking old days, and we looking at the nasty motherfuckers, and this motherfucker kicking everybody's ass, goddamn, I want to see if you can produce or not. If you off my damn yard, I'm gonna want to see. I ain't gonna just not breed a grand champion and breed a brother because the grand champion ugly. I don't give a fuck about that. He might throw his mama or his daddy and throw the same shit on my yard the way it's looking now.
Hey,
Yeah, if he's not on my yard though, he's
genetics is
not
the
getting
mug,
bred.
man. You absolutely right.
If he's not on my yard and I don't like the way he looks, he's at it. I'm not gonna breed.
I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. It's not on my yard. It's ugly.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying? I mean,
yeah,
some people
that's a whole
will.
nother ball game.
I know a lot of dudes that they we talk and they used to let's say there was a grand champion that popped up or a champion that popped up and he's a really good dog. They will want to breed to him right away, even if he never bred before, because let's say this dog does make grand champion or does become famous, you got the oldest stock off of him. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of
Yeah.
people used to do that. It's not uncommon for somebody to just see a dog that's a good dog and just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna breed these 3 bitches to him so I could find out if he's producing, firsthand. They do that, but it's just I'm the guy that watches him do that, and then I collect the data from him. You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right. If I see that he doing good with it,
Yeah,
I'll
no,
come behind him and
exactly.
try.
And I might even
Yeah,
get one
right.
from him. I might even get
Yeah,
one from
right.
him just
But
to
I ain't gonna be the first to stick
you
my
know,
3 bitches to this motherfucker. And I'm being the test dummy. Nah, I ain't gonna be the
yeah,
test dummy. I'm already know. You know what
no,
I'm saying?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right on that one. But yeah, if
But
it's off my
everybody
yard,
got
keep
their
kicking
own shit
everybody
though,
ass.
basically. It
Oh yeah.
depends. How good was he? How good was this motherfucker? Was he
He was a
just?
But they
grand
say
champion. He was
But
just
he's a
that don't
grand
mean that
champion.
don't mean shit. I mean, we could talk about. I heard about the Rattler dog, that grand champion Rattler, that Walkmart dog. I heard he was a piece of shit.
now look, but let's just say we don't know. We don't really know. You know, he
Let's
just
just
owned
say
your yard.
let's just say he a grand champion and he done whoop some good dogs ass, some top line quality dogs. He a good acting dog.
Yeah,
Everything
but
he like in the dog,
he
except he
the
look funny.
opposite of
Except he look
everything
funny
you
too.
like.
Nah, he
The
just a
opposite
modest
of
little
everything you
cool
like.
dude. That's a grand champion. Nah, I don't really hold that into high regard. I hold a bitch that never did shit, but she produced some dogs. She bred good as fuck. I take that over that.
Oh
What
yeah,
you say?
but at the same time, you wouldn't want to know if the motherfucker producing or not.
It ain't
Like
none
see
of
with
my
that bitch,
business because he ain't
you
on my
found
yard.
out she producing.
It ain't on
Yeah,
my
but see, I'm
he ain't
saying,
on my yard. What the
oh yeah,
fuck?
but see, I'm saying if it's on my yard, if it ain't on my yard, I'm
You know
not
what
fucking with
I'm
it.
saying?
But if it's
He's
my
saying
dog
period.
and it,
He's saying period. It ain't on his yard.
he might be from a motherfucker that just won grand champion at a fucking 50 breedings. So what?
yeah,
So the
yeah.
50th breeding is gonna be good, and then I get the 51st breeding, and it's gonna be the shit. Like, come on, man.
Nah, that shit gonna turn around and be trash again.
That yard, listen, bro. That
You gotta
yard, man.
start
Fuck
50
that
over
yard.
again.
Hey, the garbage can, the garbage can get a steak every now and then, bro. I believe that. But every
You
now
better
and then,
believe
a
it.
nigga throw a whole steak away. You know,
Facts.
the
Damn
garbage
right.
can get to eat that motherfucker. Lucky motherfucker. You know.
Especially when that bitch when you don't burn it. And that bitch too hard to chew, you throw that bitch away. But yeah, man, if it ain't on my yard, I'm not even entertaining it. Because by that time I should have some shit good enough on my yard, I can go to my own damn yard. Now if it's something that I seen that I like it, I want to introduce it to my yard, I'm not gonna hesitate. I ain't gonna give a damn what a motherfucker say. If that's what I like it, I see it, and that's what I want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and go over there and breed something to it.
Yeah, but what if now I'm just throwing bullshit out there, being the devil's advocate, add some cap in there. He off your yard, right? Now you usually throw red dogs. You dig what I'm talking about? That's got leg under them. You dig what I'm talking about? He a short, stubby black motherfucker. You dig what I'm talking about?
He
You
still got that red shit in him though.
he got it all
Bitch
in
ain't
him.
gonna
You
tell
dig
me.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
But
bitch ain't gonna tell me he ain't got that red shit in him.
yeah, no, he got it in it. He definitely got it in it. And what I'm saying is he the opposite of everything you like. You like back end dogs, he stay in the front. Yeah, he may make some, little do some little weird things, but he win. You
He
dig what I'm
won
talking
every
about?
time. He ain't
He
never
win
lost.
every time. Let, would you take the chance on
I don't
breeding
know.
the opposite?
I might breed into one bitch, but I ain't gonna take in the breed of every bitch in my yard.
Okay, okay.
I might give it a due diligence and give him one breed and see what he do because he don't want me such and such, such and such. And he done did good for me. I let him get a piece of pussy see if he can produce. But I ain't gonna build my whole yard behind this short lived black motherfucker because he done kicked everybody ass.
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can't blame the dog because he bad and ugly. You dig what I'm talking about? You can't blame
oh
Nah,
him.
hell
I like
You can't
no.
blame him because he
I
ugly.
like ugly dogs though. You know,
Me too.
like when I
Me
produce an
too.
ugly dog and come out the ugly duckling, to me, I think that dog has a lot of genetic value. You know,
Because he
because
got all that
every
shit in
yard
there.
that I always went to growing up, you know,
It went to
I
something else.
always saw an ugly ass dog on that yard, bro.
Oh,
Always.
And the bitch and the motherfucker tell you that motherfucker that important.
Well, you ain't got to tell me. I watch. I look. I watch his ass. You know,
Yeah.
I see how his actions. He ain't just tell me anything. I look at your actions. You know, that's why I'm talking about being in this shit for a long time. I got 20 years to watch what type of shit you do, what type of character you are. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
anybody could be good for a couple years, and then they go back to doing it. It's like a motherfucker lifting weights for 2 years and go back to being a couch potato. You know what I'm saying? Like even in a
Hey,
relationship, a girl should give you it all 2 years, giving it her all, cooking her best shit, and then that shit, couple Christmases go by. You wondering how you got even hooked up with this bitch.
hey,
You
Buck,
know?
what's a good percentage for a breeder? Like for like 1 out of every 5 is a champion or a rom, or
Crazy.
what would you call is a 1 out of 10, maybe a 1 out of 20?
No, fuck no. No, hell no.
What's a good number to you, Buck? Like let's say on average your dog throws 6 dogs. Or
Well,
how many?
I'm gonna tell you, 90% of the people that ever touch these dogs, if we can go back to the Stone Ages or whatever, they not ever gonna produce no champion. So
Mm,
let's throw that out there. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Now, do you still want to do this scenario? Because it's just not happening. It's not. A lot of dudes, and they do breedings. Dudes do breedings all the time. And making champions, it just don't happen all the time.
Mm.
It just don't. I think it's we could probably throw it out there and make it seem like it's just a thing that happens all the time, but it don't, bruh. And some dudes
Nah,
do
that
it
shit,
without
bro.
even trying. Some dudes didn't even try to do it, and they did the shit. And then you got some dudes that been trying for fucking 40 years, and they'll tell you they never produced a champion. They never had 2 dogs on their yard that they own, that they bred together, that produced a champion. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Right.
something that everybody does. You
Nah,
know,
motherfucker ain't doing this shit every year. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Like when they do a breed, the motherfucker ain't just breeding champions out their ass. Because they was, we'll all be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Is,
Like, it
is that is
ain't.
that is that is that is that because of the dog or the man or who you put the dog hands into?
I mean, I can't say
Man, you
that
got a
because
little bit of,
STP
you
used to
got
match their own
50%.
shit. You got these
You
camps,
got
old school.
50% luck, man. A lot of it, you got 50% luck. Everything is a crap.
Mm.
Shit. Nah, but like I said, if you got some good dogs and they were, or if you got a camp like STP, they used to match a lot of dogs. They used to win a lot of matches. So with that perfect situation, they're able to go out there and put dogs in a situation where they're gonna be winning a lot of fucking matches because they're matching a lot of shit. But then you get around some dudes and they might just be the bottom of the competition of where they're at. Like they got some dudes there that is the top dogs around them areas. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just let you come in there and sneak no wins and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for some dudes,
Yeah.
And then you got a lot of dudes that, they might get a 2-time winner and then lose them after the second, or got to pick him up after his third. Got to pick him up. You know what I'm saying? You can't
He don't make it or
couldn't
whatever,
make
you know.
champion. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't make it. Even in the dog show ring, we could switch it over to there. I think it'd be an easier thing to do. 1 out of every, make change. We could. It'd probably be a little bit easier depending on if you traveling and if your dog looks good and of course he can't have rickets and shit. Dudes is back out here with these goddamn rickets. The
Proud
motherfuckers
of
out
them
here
Ricketts
still
too.
breeding rickets. I don't know. I don't know if I
The
should pull the
motherfuckers
sheets
proud
off
of
the
them
dudes
Ricketts,
or let
man.
dudes breed, but I don't know what I should do. I'm gonna go get one of those little those little 8 balls that you shake up and down and you ask a question and then you
It's tell you yes, no, or maybe.
they tell you. I don't know what I should do, man. Just let motherfuckers live, or I don't know.
Come back in 8 minutes.
Hey man, one thing about it, man, we're gonna keep dropping this heat. Hey, cracking is cracking. You
Cracking
want
is
to put up the
cracking.
class? You want to pull up the class? Just listen sometime, man. Motherfucker be giving y'all the game over and over and over again. You just gotta pay attention, man. Just gotta pay attention, man. If you're in it to win, come over and listen to ABTT radio, man. And we're gonna drop gems. We dropping gems, man. If
Mm-hmm.
you go back and listen to the 100 waking bakes, there's so much of knowledge and shit in that shit. You'll be surprised, man. You just gotta go back and listen to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Some of it, we banging on motherfuckers. We banging on motherfuckers, but there's more information than bullshit. You can believe that.
well, they won't be able to see it because we pulling those anyway. So
Okay, okay.
I don't know. I don't know, son.
CC coming in raising hell
Maybe
on
he
this
went to get
Saturday
food.
afternoon.
He went to get you some food. He went to get you some food. Went to the store. Okay. Yes, sir.
CC kicking down doors on your ass. Hey man, where the food at?
Yeah, we used to that. We used to that, man.
It's about that time.
He know he can snatch that goddamn fridge open. He don't need me for nothing, bro. He just go yank, 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 boop, pop that motherfucker open.
Hey,
He's
go
up
from what he
in
know.
there. Yeah, he's up in that motherfucker, boy.
Hey, this motherfucker smart, bro.
Yes, sir.
Listen, boy, the older the generation get, the smarter they get.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Nah, nah, these motherfuckers, they born with these tablets and phones and shit, operating these motherfuckers without no guide, no nothing. Get your phone to operate your shit better than you do.
Facts.
They just automatically know it some kind of way. I don't know how the shit work. They just know it, man.
Yep. Facts. Next
For
thing you
real.
know, you watching Baby Shark.
Telling you. Once he
You better
figure out that
believe it.
remote, it's over. He figure out
Yeah.
that remote, it's over. It is over.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna need me for nothing once he do that.
Boy, about to roll up
Oh
some of
yeah.
these Omega runts.
Ooh,
Trying to
mega.
Hey
tell
boy,
you,
I'm
boy,
smoking.
these things will change your life.
Hey boy, I'm at work right now on my break, smoking on some of the finest bud on the earth, as they say.
Yes, sir. This is surely some of that thing that killed John Wayne.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
sir. That's that thing up, boy. That thing that killed John Wayne got some good, boy.
That's right.
Once my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, y'all boys keep bulldogging, man. I'm gonna catch y'all boys on the back end.
Oh yeah, man.
You
Appreciate
That's
know,
you for
right.
pulling up, man.
hey
I thought
man,
I thought we had some more mags on the ground, man. I
I
thought
know,
we
man.
did.
All y'all motherfuckers that got the magazine, y'all ain't better than me. Mine coming. You know, I'm waiting. I'm waiting in Florida. Me and Buck, the furthest apart from each other. That bitch at the top of the West Coast. I'm at the bottom of the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's coming though.
Technology, a motherfucker, ain't it?
Damn right.
It's getting better and better.
Ooh,
Know
shit,
that.
pressure.
Yes, sir. Hey man, just like
Pretty ass
Wing
dog
Moon
there,
say.
Buck City, that old patron. I like him.
Hey, Wing Moon, the grind means something, baby. Damn right, Wing Moon, the grind means something. Anybody, if you got a lot of money, you can go buy a top dog here for top dog for that. That don't mean this shit gonna work. But if you grind and take them bumps and losses and learn and get that bullshit dog, get that bad dog and learn not to buy from there, learn to go in and go there, you'll be better off by learning.
Man, I
Some
know,
people get
man, I
lucky,
know some
man.
people who have been breeding that old family to that to that to them whatchamacallit, them goddamn Eli dogs and was stacking them old Kobe shits. And been stacking them old dogs. You would think them dogs wasn't shit. Some old backwood. He just been breeding them. Man, them dogs was monsters. All of them. He never got rid of. Shout out to Dog Man Dave. You dig what I'm talking about? That's my OG. You dig what I'm talking about? He had kept the same line forever. You dig what I'm talking about?
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he did, and then you could after a while, he had basically two dogs out the same line. He had a red line and a black line, and sometimes it'll come with a little brindle in it, but they was red or they was black, and they was different. But then when he mixed the red with the black, you got super dogs.
That's that 50-50 cross shit he had on his own yard.
Man, he was breeding that goddamn God damn it. Why is it slipping my mind? It's goddamn weed. They really Kobe dogs. God damn it. And I keep wanting to say Neblet, but it's not Neblet. It's it start with an H.
It ain't down.
No, it start with an H. And it come through some Eli stuff, but it's really just Kobe. He said you can always stack the Kobe on top of the old family. They just get better and better and better.
What, the Heinzel shit?
It's not Heinzel. It's
it ain't the Hempfield. The Hempfield is
not Hemphill. It's Hetrix. He was mixing Hetrick dogs with old family. It had been since the 60s. You dig what I'm talking about? I met Dog Man Dave when I was young, a little puppy in the 80s. He had already had dogs, I know, way more than 20 years. You know what I mean? One of the baddest dogs I ever had was off a dog bred off his yard to my homeboy. He had a dog called Petey. It was some of that Kingfish Giroux shit. And Petey was real good. I seen Petey went off the chain. I know at least 6-7 times. Petey was real good. But we bred Petey the Queen and got Rocky. Rocky whooped his daddy at a year. He was only about a year, 13 months on. Man, he got on Petey head so cold. We had to peel that nigga up off Petey. And
if we talking about this right here 40 years ago, man. This right here 30 years ago. I say this right here 20, 30, 40 years ago we talking about, y'all.
Yeah,
for all
this
the tree huggers out there.
Shit, this the 80s.
Yeah, but let's think about it now. Tree hugger, you gotta tell them that every time.
You gotta tell them that every time, bro. You gotta tell them that every time.
Oh yeah, this is great. Let me record this. I'm gonna send this to the DA. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing shit like that. You better believe.
So make sure they get this in the recording too.
Yeah, and make sure that as soon as they fast forwarded 20 more seconds, that you hear that we ain't doing none of this bullshit.
And we do not promote any
dog
fighting or anything. This is only for historical purposes. We have gone back in the past and we are reminiscing about alleged dog activity.
Many motherfuckers have been born and dead since what we talking about now, man.
Right. But
Rocky
was real bad, though. Rocky was real bad. And back in these days, Rocky was so smart. I never walked Rocky on a leash.
But you know, some people say with the Kingfish shit, they was bred for mouth. But one old timer say he bred them for their smartness. The Kingfish blood.
That's what Dog Man Dave told me. He said, I breed for intelligence. Everything else is already in it. He said, if you start with the good stuff, guess what's gonna always be in your stuff?
The good stuff, huh?
So he said he breed the smart ones together, the intelligent dogs. Because you're gonna give me everything that you got and the intelligence. And the intelligent, I take an intelligent dog over a punisher any day. Because I can punish you and then stay out of trouble too. Allegedly. When you run a
Allegedly.
dog, especially when you hunting, I ought to be able to get in and get out. You dig what I'm talking about? And stay out of harm's way. You know what I mean? So
And then sometimes you want that motherfucker that don't give a fuck about that motherfucker over there. He ain't better than me. I'm gonna do what I do. You know,
yeah. He
allegedly.
gonna do what he do in the meantime, and what you gonna do about it to stop it.
Yeah.
And you better be. And the thing is, shout out to GHK. You better not fall behind me. I'm gonna do this for 2 hours with no slowdown.
Yes, sir. Allegedly.
You better not fall behind
But you
me.
say he had that kingfish. So he had the kingfish and what else?
Yep, it was Kingfish Giroux stuff, like Boomer stuff. You dig what I'm talking about? It might have had a little Eli in there, or some from that Dog Man Dave shit from the Old Family Red Nose mix, but that's what he was. You know what I mean? And when that shit clicked, that shit was right. All them dogs was really good. Rocky was just bad. And I didn't know he was bad. He was bad. And smart. You know what I mean? And you did what I'm talking about. Back in these days, man, you just brought what you brought. You know what I mean? You just brought what you brought. But he was bad. He was bad. He was about 60 pounds. He was bad. Rocky whooped everything. We had a dog across the street. They used to chase everything. Like if you came down, he coming out that backyard. His name was Brutus. And Brutus will bite the shit out your ass if he catch you. So we used to have to. My house was kind of on a little hill, so I was having to come up the hill sometimes and be running past Brutus. Man, Rocky was outside in the backyard off the chain one time. I didn't know it though, and I got him on this beat up old Schwinn, trying to build up some speed to come up this hill. You know what I mean? Before Brutus come out. Man, listen, I get right by shout out my boy Jack and Paul Shaw. You dig what I'm talking about? Only white boys in the hood, and they was niggas too. You know what I mean? And here come Brutus motherfucking ass. And my goddamn chain pop. Say, this nigga, bro, he right, like he in the driveway, bro. I'm just like on the other side of the street trying to. Man, this nigga is in the driveway, bro. All I see is a blur.
He finally spotted your ass.
All I seen was a blur. And motherfucking Brutus disappeared. This nigga was about this was before he was a year. So he was about 11 months, 12 months tops. He was bad. He jumped over the gate, seen me in trouble, and got on Brutus' ass. Got on Brutus' ass.
Damn.
Soft part. And I was probably about 9. And 9, 10. And he got on his motherfucking ass. And
What's up? But
And
they
it was
say them right there was the good days, man.
them was the
Good
days, man.
days. Good days, man.
He used to hunt everything: pheasants, rabbits, squirrels, coons. You dig what I'm talking about? That nigga, he damn near was like a pointer. He'll creep up on that shit. He lunge on it, the birds shoot up in there. We pop their ass with the BB guns. Or he on a rabbit ass. You dig what I'm talking about? Them dogs was really good, man. And we didn't know what we was doing.
Yeah, nah. The motherfuckers, y'all learning at the same time.
Yeah.
Cause they already know what they doing. They bred do what they do. It's in their blood.
Man, I
Us,
didn't know.
goddamn, we gotta learn. We gotta go through the bumps and bruises.
Bro, I
You know.
promise you. I promise you. It was years, at least 3, before I ever put a leash on Rocky.
Damn, boy, you
I
were
walked
playing the
him
dangerous
around.
game.
I walked him around like he was one of the homeboys. That nigga did everything. And if I went and did it, that nigga did it. He waited outside the crib. The nigga was, you know what I mean? He was like one of the homeboys. You know what I mean? And he was bad. He was the baddest thing around there. We used to have these big old my homeboy had some mixed pit bull with the Labradors. They was big, named Tim and Jim, and they was bad. I ain't gonna lie, they was bad. You dig what I'm saying? And allegedly, Rocky got on their ass, and they was bigger than him. Allegedly,
Shout out, Prophet. I've been text your ass, nigga, over an hour ago. But thanks for making it.
man. Prophet trying to scratch back. He trying to scratch back. He overheated.
Hey, Prophet, if you got the magazine, tap in, man, and let us know what you think if you got it. But we only met one person that got it so far, and that been bank statement, man. And Dirtbag Kennel. Dirt Road, what it was? Dirtbag.
Dirtbag. Fuck it. That's a hell of a name, man. Dirtbag Kennel. That's kind of dope.
Yes, sir. Well, yeah, man, that's our boy take off, man. We go take care of some shit. I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah, man. I had he was a monster, bro. And them was some of the first dogs I ever had. The very first dog I ever had was named Rocket. It was a female that I had a couple years before. I only had her a couple months, and I got her from Mr. Abraham. I didn't know him as Mr. Abraham. I always known him as Slick City Joe. You dig what I'm talking about? That's my daddy home. And listen, before we ever got a pit bull, my daddy used to have Dobermans, right? And my uncle really had them, but we had some. But my daddy was raising up these Bouviers. Do you know what a Bouvier is? You ever seen one of them before? Big black Bouviers. Well, anyway, they was bad. They was good dogs. You know what I mean? And they was whooping the shit out the goddamn Doberman Pinchers. But goddamn Slick City came over and had a little itty bitty little dog. They jumped out the truck one time and got on my daddy dog ass. We ain't had a Bouvier since. So that was
That
that
was
on
a
that.
soft heart.
Yeah, and listen, got on his a little itty bitty little motherfucker got on an 85, 90 pound dog. knowing what I know now, that dog wasn't 35, 36, 40 pounds tops. Got on his ass. Had him hollering.
Rocco.
Yo, what's going on with y'all?
Shout out my nigga Throwdown, man. That's
Going
my
on,
nigga,
man.
man.
Salute, Butt City Cosmo. What's up, bro?
What up, bro?
Shit, Colin. Chilling,
Man.
tapping in, soaking in that game, that knowledge.
Reminiscing
Hey,
on old shit. Hey, why you think that, especially with breeds like Red Boy, you dig what I'm talking about? Why you think it is that when you stack it on top of each other, it get better? Instead of like when other lines, it kind of like it peter out. And it don't keep nothing, the good traits and all that. But when you stack that Red Boy, I think it's a lot of his old family. You know what I mean? Why you think that stuff be still good?
Wow.
Me personally, I think it's some cap in the pedigree.
Ooh,
Ooh,
So I think it's a lot of cap and a lot of pedigree.
shit.
ooh, shit.
Jesus.
Because if you look at it, if you look at the pedigree, like Red Boy, all the bitches he was bred to was either like his daughter, granddaughter, or the Cleo bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So that the way certain dogs came about, like Bingo, is just stupid tight on that Red Boy dog.
Mm.
And shit, everybody got a Bingo dog if you got a Red Boy dog right now, and they doing the same thing with it.
I do.
Oh, so you think
Real
it's some
tough.
kids app? You think it's some cap down the line?
Yeah, because if everything is true, then the Red Boy dog and the Cleo dog both come from Kobe dogs. So maybe that's where the cap came in at right there, where you made the cross to the Cleo bitch, and now you could take it back to Red Boy so many times because it's so distant. That's what I think.
What if I don't like to, you know what I mean? I'm just hypothetical. What if a lot of that so-called Red Boy shit is really art blood? And that's why it's stacked so perfectly on top of each other. You can just keep mixing it. You know what I mean? Because it is that Kobe back in just to some old family, really.
Oh no, I think it's a lot of cap and a lot. I'm not a breeder though, so I'm still
Right.
like trying to research all that shit.
He
So I
said-
can't really say.
we ain't
But
saying some cap.
I know when I took I bred a dog enough times to know that that granddaughter to the daddy, I mean, you know what I'm saying, grandpa to the granddaughter, that's a tight breeding.
Yeah.
Like doing
Daddy,
it once is cool,
daughter.
but then when you do it again, that's a tight breeding.
Yeah.
And then to do that, and then to take that shit to a great aunt on some bingo shit and get a dog that can produce dogs that still,
Yeah, they're still producing. They're going to produce better than he do.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
like when they mix the bingo with the Hunter Red, like that's just a lot of Red Boy.
That shit worked though.
I don't know. I think a lot of people lying about, especially if you're a big breeder. Like, why would you?
Right.
Because everybody got dogs that ain't online. Them shits, them pedigrees is not on online pedigrees. And niggas don't know about them dogs. Only people that know about them is the motherfuckers that's supposed to know about them. Them the dogs you want. The dogs off the dogs that niggas ain't really hearing about.
Right.
That's what I think. Them studs that's not on the main page.
And that's why I believe even more so that the best of the best pit bulls still come from America, even though they got an environment over there where they working like overseas and stuff. I still think the best dogs because we don't see them, right? We don't really see them because the
I don't
niggas
think
who
you
know
can
just
really
the niggas who
judge though,
know.
because you gotta see every dog to say which dog is the best.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
There's some good dogs out there. Like it's some good dogs as far as like the attitude. It's some good dogs as far as the confirmation. You know what I'm saying? They might
Yeah,
not have both, but
it's some
it,
out there that got both,
it's
and we,
some good
they
dogs
be
out
in
there.
campaign. We just don't hear about them. You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
They got good confirmation records, and they do all the everything. You dig what I'm talking about? So
Bloodthirst.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win, ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win, ain't tryna lose.
Hey, yeah, we could do it. We could do it. Appreciate that, brother.
Hey, but that pedigree you had put up, if you really look at it, I see where you're going, where you was going planning. I don't know if it's your whoever breeding that was. I see where you were going with it, with the bringing the aunts and the uncles from the granddaddy of Mike. You know what I'm saying? Bringing the daughters from the granddaddy of Mike in there, just so you still getting that same family. Like that's a true family breeding.
Right.
Like it's not the Eli family or the Red Boy family, where it's a Red Boy dog from over here and a Red Boy. It's like dogs that is definitely related, went out and brought it all back together.
Yes. Yeah, no,
And
that's a lot of thought went into it.
I think that's when they the best right there. When that sauce get boiled and cooked right, got the right seasoning, that paprika in there. It's got all the right things, and you bring them back together. Ooh.
see, like I remember when you said when somebody had said, "Oh, that's a Lynch breeding," and you was like, "Nah, that's Mike," and you like, I'm using the Lynch dogs because Lynch produced Mike.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's it. It doesn't go before the chicken not gonna come before the egg and shit.
Oh yeah,
But that has to do with the focus that breeder was having. Just like we talk about Boomerang. We could talk about the Baker Davis dogs. How they was different. It's because depending on what breeder, or look at Indian Sunny, he didn't do much with Bolio. Versus Patrick. Yeah, you could look at his pedigree and you might think one thing, but like the focus was that dog right there. You could bring other pieces in, but
you bringing them
let that
bitches in because you
focus.
gotta have a bitch now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the focus, and it's a lot of top breeders out here. I look at their pedigrees. They not doing that.
Right.
They not doing that.
They could just go down the drain. You see their pedigrees, you could read it. I could flip up shit. I don't like talking shit because they think I just talk too much shit. But I could flip up some pads and you could see it's like, okay, well, why didn't they stay around this area? And yeah, there's casualties and different shit. Probably sold the dog, he died, whatever, why you didn't do that. But if I've been watching you for 25, 30 years and you keep repeatedly doing the same dumb breeding practice and not preserving your shit, right? You're not able to get the right shit. Like if there's dogs that are off of your shit, but they're way better than your shit, you don't even have that shit. You got some other shit that's not even better than that shit. Like that's a fucked up situation right there for you to be in as a breeder. Like you're a guardian you're a guardian. You can't just let your stock dwindle down. If you're trying to stay on top, if you're actually working, or what's the use? Why are we competing? You know what I'm saying? If it's just about having an average ass dog, I think that's a lot easier than this trying to be the best shit. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, some people are obsessed. Like I'm obsessed with making good dogs. I'm obsessed with that shit. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like this little thing where you just, oh, once I leave the yard, I don't even think about my dogs. You know, I be dreaming about fucking breedings for fucking years, you know, and finally getting that shit done. You know, like, okay, yeah, that right there, yeah. You know, because at the end of the day, you want to be able to have something that's 5, 8 generations down the line with good shit that you're like, this is just as valuable of a piece than the first piece to the puzzle. You know,
Yeah.
that's what you want to do time and time again, year after year after year, you know. So that takes a lot of data. You got to gather a lot of shit. Some people gather it in their head, some people take notes, different things, you know, but
Nah,
knowing knowing
that
that
was
they better, I mean, you know.
that was a nice breeding. Like it's a thing where a lot of people is looking in the past on the breedings, like, well, it's a boomerang in this dog. We're gonna bring it back to this. Where with that breeding, you could look at it and say, well, it's some Lynch in this dog. It's some Damien in this dog. It's some Barracuda in this dog. That shit go
Right,
back. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Oh, I'm gonna bring in this Croata, which got some
Yeah, I
Mayday in
line
it.
bred and he's if you look at War Pony's pedigree, yeah, he's off of he's a grandson of Lynch, but we actually, if you look at his pedigree, we line bred off of Damien.
Yeah,
You know, that was the focal point of the breeding, if you look at it, you know. So you just go to show every time you might not know what direction that somebody went in when they was breeding them dogs, you know.
yeah,
Your line breeding off the Damien dog, that's gonna be way different than just line breeding off Michael Myers or War Pony, or you know what I'm saying, one of them dogs, or Lynch.
Right.
Let me see.
But I
Get
mean,
back up here.
I personally, I would be looking at War Pony or
You said
the
what?
personally, I would be looking at War Pony. You know what I mean? In this breeding, you dig what I'm saying?
This breed right here, you be
Stuff,
looking at War Pony.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, the stuff that's close.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? They should be representations of what's behind them. So I'm just gonna look at what's in front of me.
Yeah.
Is that
So,
good?
so you don't even look at the bottom at all. But I did that breeding though. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
yeah,
the breeding makes we not. I'm not saying if the breeding doesn't make total sense, but what I'm saying is, if I'm looking at this breeding and I'm breeding War Pony to Swampers,
Right.
you dig what I'm talking about? I'm looking at them. Was they good dogs? You dig what I'm
Right.
talking about? Not if, you know, we already know Damien and all them and made it. They did what they did. You dig
Right.
what I'm talking about? We here now, so at that time, I know you looking at like it's got to be more than just this ped match. You know what I mean? It's got to be something else to it. So it's you still looking at two good dogs
Or
breeding two
putting
good
them two
dogs,
together.
right?
Let's all assume that they all good dog. Let's just
Right,
assume that everybody's a good dog. Because it's in the
right.
eyes of the beholder. Nobody that was my bitch. Nobody could tell me what if she was good or not. You know what I'm saying? So having those dogs, because you already got a Michael Myers. He's the focal point of the yard. You know, he's
mhm,
a son of so he's a grandson of Damien. right?
Mhm.
So you're gonna throw. So you got him, and you got plenty of these motherfuckers, right? So
Right.
So not only do I want to take this granddaughter, another granddaughter of Damien, which is not off of Lynch, which is going to give me a whole nother gene pool. Not to mention that's Alpo's sister, half sister. You see what I'm saying? So that Pitt Island shit in there is bred to perfection. And then you're throwing a whole bunch of other gene pool on the bottom. If you look at that, only similarity to War Pony would be the Damien dog, right?
Mhm.
So then you're actually throwing another strain, which will be another Lynch, will be a half brother to Mike, so it'll be tighter, but it's a different strain. Plus, you're adding the Damien on the bottom with totally different outs, totally
Right.
different dogs in the gene pool. You got macho buck, dogs that are not in the top, right?
Yeah.
And then you take that to Michael Myers bitches, and it's been proven because, like I said, we done bred this dog to predominantly. There's only one bitch wasn't a Michael Myers bitch that we bred him to. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like you say, it takes a lot of years to plot that shit out, and of course the dogs got to be good dogs, or you might as well just scrap the whole project. But um the intention, was to have something that would go good with something else, not the other way around. Like I didn't get this to and then get Michael Myers shit to go with this. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
created this to go good with that. So
Right.
your whole building process was based on, okay, that building is going to be at the corner. We're going to build all this stuff down here, but it's based on that building at the corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Would that work without that? Possibly, because we did breed it to it's like Yellow Man, Jeep, and the shit, they were good as fuck. I think it was a good ass breeding to line breed the Damien dogs, because a lot of the Lynch dogs, they weren't line bred with other Damien dogs. They were just line bred with other Lynch dogs.
Dogs.
I mean, if you look at the hog pedigree, you look at, it's a bunch of other ones. Even the breeds I do, when you do the Michael Myers, back to more Michael Myers shit, it's just line breeding on Lynch blood. I mean, he's got his other little crosses and stuff up in there, but shit, he's the son of Lynch. You can't erase too much of the fucking pedigree. It's gonna look, you ain't gonna want to look at the ped. You wipe that much out, you take his whole daddy away. But you can look at it that way, but just the Picasso, when it was put together, it was that way. And it worked. Now, would it have to work the other way around? Let's say I had War Pony instead of Michael Myers, I probably thought of that before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that dog his production wasn't superior compared to Mike's. That's just my opinion, and other people's too. A lot of other people, but not trying to turn it into no Donald Trump shit, but you know, if I was better, I would have had that. Put it that way, let's because you got the option, at that time. Now we looking at it, we on this podcast, those options are no longer there, but but when those moves were being made, there wasn't no podcast to tell you about it, but those were the thoughts, and those were the whole process of building, So I thought that this would have been an excellent ass breeding outside of the whole Michael Myers rim that I had, plus it would just go perfect and probably give me a couple more generations of this, before I needed to bring in an extra cross, and and just like we did with the double O, the war pony to the double O, it's been more. Let me get hold up, here we go. Yeah, some more breeding. So Lynch doll, let's see, war pony right here. This bitch right here, she's a really good one. We threw the crow back on top of her. And if you can see the War Pony 2, the Prodigy with the same Swamper shit right there. And then I threw the Michael Myers right there with the Alpo right there. Right? Remember, I told you that little boy and Alpo was half brothers that had the same mama, right? So I mean, you know what I'm saying? You putting that together. Plus, you already see I didn't want to say it on there earlier, but I've been twerking around with this tango shit crossed up in here like that, and it's the same, on the war pony dog, how we had a little bit of tango up in there, you know what I'm saying? That this blondie dog right here and is right here too. So she's right here. It's lime bread on that right there. It's lime bread right here with the Pit Island Envy and the Alpo right here. It's lime bread with the Lynch right here. It's lime bread with the Damien. You see what I'm saying? Lime bread on the Lady Doll shit. Like we can walk and chew gum at the same time. You see what I'm saying? This is some of this shit, when you put it together, you need a podcast to explain this shit. You just can't write it down, but there was a lot of thought that went into that, creating that. And this was an excellent breeding, and a perfect example of, when War Pony 2 comes in and does his thing. This is the turbo joint. That's the turbo joint right there. Boom. So you got same War Pony 2 at the top. You got the Screaming Demon, little bit of, Screaming Demon right here. You got your Patrick's Invicto, all of that good shit. That good Patrick's Invicto with the crab. Got a little Boudreaux down there just to spice it up a little bit. And then you got your Michael Myers down there with a little bit more of the Screaming Demon, type of blood. These are so far so good. Okay, so then you got Mafia Myers right here. You got War Pony 2 back to a Michael Myers Yellow Man type of bitch. Yellow Man, Macho Buck, all of those dogs, but lime bread on the Lynch right there. Damien, you got your little boy in there. You going real heavy on the Damien. Heavier than anybody else on the Damien shit. Put it that way. So we could just put it in that category and just leave it alone. The Tombstone, that's not no Mike. There was actually another one of these, but it had some unknown and shit, so I didn't use that template. But this is the one we did with the Jeep shit. Cracking is cracking. They throwing a Yellow Man in there. They got, all this old Floyd blood and, Jeep blood, all them dogs coming up through there. Charlie, that's Jeep's brother. Oh, Charlie right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like the dogs you start with and the way those dogs is bred, not how good they is or not, but starting with inbred dogs on off of good dogs, you got a better chance of producing good dogs.
Yeah.
But when you get an outcross dog, I feel like you got a better chance of getting a better performance dog. This might, but later down the line, it might not work out for you because those genes is so spread out. You don't know what you tightening
But
up on.
yeah, that's what I would do. See, if I had a good outcross dog, I would just find one of those lines and just try to tighten up on that shit. Like let's say
But
it was
that dog that has to be good though.
cheap with the Mayday, because that's what this bottom half is on here. You know, let me see this dog right here. You got the Mayday. Let's say it was 50-50. Let's say this was Jeep right here instead of, but we know it's Floyd, but let's
Yeah.
just say it. Then you got all this stuff right here, Jeep, Blackjack, all that stuff, that type of blood. And then it's a straight Mayday, Bolio, Tombstone, at the top. So they straight outcross dogs pretty much,
Yeah.
Or we can even go even more extreme. But taking this back to one of those in that direction, like if let's say you went back to some yellow man shit. Let's say you had some yellow man shit that was good. It's producing everything. And your bitch is she's solid. You never bred her, but she's a good bitch. And you like her. So I would go that direction, or I would go in the Jeep direction. Or Red Boy is a good direction, but I wouldn't just go to that dog just because it's a Red Boy dog. I would go to a dog that's actually producing a few good animals that you could say, okay, yeah, this dog, he's throwing good, intense dogs. Of course, they all ain't gonna be A+ dogs, but for the most part, if a dog is gonna give you something that you can work with or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm just saying like with the outcross. So if you was to start with the outcross dog, you would read it both ways and find out.
Hopefully I wouldn't have to. Hopefully I could just breed it that way and that shit work, because I'm trying to breed to one of them motherfuckers that already been producing some good dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you start with a outcross female, and you take her you go pay a stud fee to a producing dog. Then
Exactly. That's
you'll
what I'm
you'll
gonna do.
you'll stay on the side of the stud.
Well, hopefully, if I gotta go a different route, or let's say that didn't work, sometimes you gotta be honest with yourself. If it ain't working, it ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
Shit
Yeah.
just didn't click. You gotta be honest with yourself. But so in that situation, that's on you. But let's just say it did work. Let's say I did get something to work with, or let's say I made the dogs better. You're going in a positive direction, and then you could even go tighter on in. And who knows, it might get better, it might not. And then let's say it did, or let's say it didn't. It just kind of stayed the same. You got the same type of dogs. Now that's when you might try to pull from the other side. You might want to pull from the other side, see how that works out. Now you got a family of dogs, because you got a couple breedings bred this way back into some of that blood that tightened it up a little bit. And then you ended up breeding that same shit that you made back to something that's got tight on the blood that you really wasn't focusing on.
And you can actually see the traits yourself instead of the traits of the bloodline.
Exactly.
You can see the traits of these dogs that you're
seeing
using.
it yourself. All dogs got the same damn traits, man.
Yeah. That's what I just
You
say.
can
A dog
find
is
a
a
dog
dog,
that
man.
does the same damn thing as every bloodline for the most part. Now, there's some bloodlines, no, because some of them are just so damn imprinted on what they are that, like those Serona dogs, or some of those old family that I seen OG have. Some of those dogs are imprinted so much to where you can always see that popping up in the DNA. But most dogs, they got the same damn traits, man. They smart, they fucking dumb, they athletic, they clumsy, they fucking You get that in every bloodline, you know. So you just got to find out what dog you're getting. Do a little bit more research on in that field versus just trying to find out what pedigree is what. You know, I just want to breed to anything Jeep, and you just 60 people put their dog in there, you know, and then you just pick one. You know, like that. To me, that's not gonna get you the good. For one, you ain't gonna feel like you worked hard for it. You know, you hope not. You know, I mean, you probably took care of the litter, but it wasn't no thought into it. They got dudes out here with good dogs. People will tell you, you know, whatever bloodline you're looking for. You know, there's good ass dogs. Like you looking for this tab shit, I would go that direction. I would take this bitch right here into that direction right there. That Mr. Tab, you know, all this shit, little buck tab, all this type of shit, that black mamba shit. You know, I like that shit. You know, those are good directions to go. Cause you hear about them. You know, they produce good dogs, they got good conformation, they act good. Nice, spicy dog. That's what you want. You know, it ain't all about fighting, but I want my dog to be spicy. When I walk my shit, you know, I bring him to a barbecue. I bring him, you know, I want him to be, you know, not just silly, because some of them are just silly and you can't walk them nowhere. But, you know, if somebody runs up or a dog runs up or if I say get him boy, or you know what I'm saying, he barks, or you know, he
You
looking
show a
like
little
he want to go over
attitude.
there or growl or do, you know, something, man. Something, man. I mean, what do we have? Is this a damn marshmallow for a dog? Or what, you know, like what do we even have the dog for? If the dog is not gonna do nothing, you know, he's not gonna bark at nothing, you know. So,
Yeah, the attitude part of the confirmation in my eyes.
yeah.
Like
Now
the dog
that's
it gotta
shit,
act
that's
like it,
60%. It's 60-40 with me.
you know.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna do the 40 first and make sure they all straight with the confirmation. But after that, 60% of this is gonna go toward the dog that's acting the best and pulling, and you know what I'm saying. I'm giving them that. If his confirmation wasn't that, hey man, look at man, I missed it. That motherfucker was acting ape shit. I missed it. I didn't see he had a little bit of rickets on there. You know, I didn't see that. You know, maybe if your dog was acting good, you would have won. Your dog wasn't scared in between your legs with his tail in between his legs. You know, so I like dogs that throw confident dogs. I like a dog that'll just walk straight off of motherfucking diving board. You know, you put him on the diving board, that motherfucker will just walk straight off, you know,
Yeah.
because he don't even know. He's just so outgoing. He's so outgoing. Sometimes them dogs, you got to keep them out of harm's way. And that does not correlate. You know, you can do research on, you know, old guys or whatever. Just because a dog is dumb, like just with everyday life and at the house and shit, that doesn't mean he's dumb when he's fighting. It don't have anything to do with that, you know. So just for a disclaimer for that, you know, it's not, you know, you can't put the two in the same. You can kind of, but it can definitely flip flop on you, and it won't be the same. So I just like an outgoing dog that's outgoing, willing to do everything. You know, I'm not gonna put you in no harm's way, so there's no reason why you should have your confidence scarred, you know, any kind of way. You should be confident, ready to take on a bear. Straight up. That's how, you know, that's what I want my dog to be. I might be hiking. I just, you know, when you be looking at shorts and stuff, you see all kind of clips. I was just seeing bears running up on people, you know, dude, the bear tore his ear off. You know, at least let me sacrifice this dog, you know, let that dog be that front line of defense. Maybe he might scare the bear off. Maybe he might wrestle the bear long enough so that you get away. You know, I don't know. But I know if the dog runs in the opposite direction and the dog's way faster than you, guess what? He's not gonna catch the dog. He's gonna catch your ass.
Yeah.
So, so you know, at the end of the day, yeah, man. You know how we do.
Yeah. Hey, that breeding you did, that's a look but don't touch. Like ain't too many of them
Nah,
going out.
my dude, those are gonna be available. Hopefully, you know, like if it's more than like 2, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little
those are
yard
gonna be
starter.
available.
That's definitely a yard starter breeding right there.
That's a good one. You're getting a lot of good blood packed into one dog.
Yeah. It's already put together for you.
You said what?
It's already put together for you. It's up to you to like, keep it
Yeah,
going.
nah, that shit, they
Like
just did that
you can
today,
fuck it
man.
off and or you could keep it going, but that shit put together.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we cooked. We cooked, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
cook
go get
up.
back in here while these guys think I disappeared. They think I disappeared, y'all. Oh yeah, check out that Kraken. One of those off that bitch I just showed, that Lynch dog with that incredible line breeding on that bitch.
Yeah.
She actually has a pup off the baby Osiris dog. So that's actually Double O's daddy. She's double bred on that. So you might want to tap in and take advantage of that, man. Take advantage of that. I'll put you in the room. Ween, man, salute to you, brother. Hey, man, none of this content used for illegal purposes. Appreciate Bloodthirst, sponsor of the show with the $5 holla. Appreciate you, brother. You know, let me know if I could promote anything or whatever, man. We got to build this thing up. I'm going to try to get up, man, Sunday. We'll probably get another panel going on. You brothers tap in, man. I could give you the link, man. Melee, what up, brother? Anyway, hey, man, look for that mail Monday, Tuesday. I'm hoping a whole bunch more pop up. I just dropped a whole bunch off. I've been to the post office every single day since it dropped. I probably missed 1 or 2 days, so they should be popping up. I'm gonna get on this thing, see if I got some more orders. Appreciate everybody for that support. You guys want to say something before we dip?
Nah, ain't none of this used for illegal purposes. We gotta start talking like confirmation shows. Like you gotta keep it legal.
Hell
Everybody be
yeah.
safe, man. It's getting hot. You know what? When it get hot, bodies start to drop. Stay from outside and be safe,
Man.
man. Stay in the crib with your family this summer.
Yes, sir. Yeah, for real. You know how it goes. Summertime, people get to acting crazy. So
Yeah.
you guys take care, man. See you guys on the next one, man. Peace.
Yep.